This mic's not on. Now we're good. My bad that I was like 10 minutes late. I was just fucking like doing shit, just fucking around pretty much every single time. I like underestimate how long it's going to take me to set shit up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll start streaming in 20 minutes. And then it's 5 minutes. And then I'm like, oh shit, I have to do this, this, and this. And then eventually I always end up late. But shit, doesn't matter. We're here now. I'm low-key excited for this fight night. This is a good fight night. I've ripped on the UFC so much for having like just dog shit fight nights, just pretty much unwatchable fight nights. And it does happen quite often. But I'm actually excited to watch this fight night. It should be fun. It should be good. Like, this actually isn't a bad fight night. When you look at the strength of schedule for a fight night, it's pretty good. Like, it's actually decent. This is a fight night that I think is acceptable no matter what. That, like, realistically, you can't complain if a fight night like this ever goes on. Because we have Anthony Smith, Xang Yang, it's a good fight. Obviously, main event, Garry, Prates, really, really good fight. Let me tweet out my shit. Let me do all the housekeeping shit really quick just so I get everything in here. Bang, go over here, do this. Need to tweet out that I'm live. Garry. Fuck's sake, man. Garry versus... Fucking hell, man. I can't type shit. Garry versus Prates. Watch Party. Live. Nah. Okay. Let me do this. Let me then put it in the Discord, and then we're good. And then we can actually fully lock in. Let me actually get it on my TV too. I've been watching the NBA playoffs, bro. I'll be real with you. The UFC, like, it's hard to watch UFC prelims, man. When you look at what else is on TV? Yeah, the NFL draft was on TV. You had the NBA playoffs were on TV. Like, how am I meant to sit here and really look myself in the eyes and be like, yeah, I'm gonna turn on fucking Damon Black here instead of watching the NBA playoffs? I don't really know. So I just relegated the UFC to the second screen. I was like, yeah, I'll watch the UFC, but it's not going to be on the main screen. It's going to be on the second screen until at least we get to the main card. Now it's on the main screen. Let me go over here, tweet the shit out, and then we should be good to go. What's good, Cybris? What's good, Amir? What's good, Dez? What's good, Sam? You replying to my comment in that random ass language? It was funny as fuck. I had to do it. I had to do it. I was wondering, I wish I could see how many people actually translated that. Because I feel like I see a bunch of shit like that where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not going to translate that. Because usually you'll see those comments and you'll go and translate it and it'll be like, you're cursed for 100 years now. Like and retweet this, or like and retweet this to release the curse. I was wondering, do you know how job is you usually just translate that in fucking YouTube comment sections? I see a bunch of shit like that where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not going to translate that. I misspelled Watchparty in this tweet. Usually you'll see those comments and you'll go and translate it. You know who I saw though, who actually really liked it? I was hoping that he won the fight when I was going to watch it. I can't remember how I saw him. I saw him on Twitter maybe like 3 weeks ago. I saw a video of him like going to his job and then training after, and it was like a day in the life with him. It was the guy that fought Cameron Simon today. Watchparty in this tweet. His name Smotherman. You know who I saw? I'm trying to actually remember his name fully. I'm pretty sure it's Smotherman. I'm trying to get his first name. But he looked well maker. I knew it was something weird, but I've got to go. I saw a video of my audio going to his job and then training after. My bad. It was because I pulled up this shit. My bad. We're good now. I had my desktop audio on. I forgot to turn it off, and then I had so you're essentially hearing me and myself. We should be good now. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for somebody to tell me that we're good, but we should be good now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about Wellmaker, Malcolm Wellmaker. I saw him doing his job. He's like, I don't know, he's like some pipe fixer or some shit. He does like pipe welding or something. But I was like, oh damn, I hope he does well inside the UFC. Looked up to see who he was getting in his debut. I was like, Cameron Simon, damn, that's a tough debut in the UFC. Like, that is not an easy person to go up against, and he fucking smoked him. So Malcolm Wellmaker, the rich get richer once again. 135 should be good. 135 should be fucking like an elite division in the future, because you've just got some guys coming up. I saw a lot of people say Malcolm Wellmaker against Peyton Talbot. I think that'd be a sick fight. Because I'll be real, Peyton Talbot, I don't know how to say this other than Frank Ocean might have actually killed one of the best prospects inside the entire UFC. We're going to need to see him fight again. But the Peyton Talbot that I saw in his last fight, compared to the Peyton Talbot that I saw fight Cameron Simon and on Dana White Contender Series and everything, was like a completely different guy. It was good Charmaine. Who do I have for the Garry Prates fight? I've got to go Ian Garry. I always say the only thing that I'm super biased for is Irish fighters. I'm always going to be biased for Irish fighters. I'm going to pick Irish fighters pretty much no matter what, just because they're like I feel like I can't not. That's like the country. That's the heritage. Although I did see that the odds are kind of crazy on it. Like, Ian Garry's not a big favorite going into this fight when I think, obviously, short notice plays in. Everything plays a little bit. Like, there's different things that come into why Ian Garry wouldn't be a big favorite. But still, even short notice, even everything else surrounding it, I think that as well, I think if you're going for a long shot bet, I'm not going to get into betting for a little bit, but if you go for a long shot bet, bro, Ian Garry could submit him. Ian Garry really, really could submit him. We saw Ian Garry was not far away from submitting MVP. Like, that was close. If he knew how to finish a rear naked choke, he would have finished MVP. If he knew to just, like, adjust his grip a little bit, he would have finished him. Ian thinks he's Brazilian, though. Ian does some weird shit. Ian Garry's a weird guy. He's a fruity guy. He does some really, really weird shit where you're like, what the fuck are you doing, brother? Like when he's watching Dricus du Plessis, Sean Strickland, and he's like talking shit about them. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, because he's actually super confusing. When you watch Ian Garry, okay, most of the time I think to myself, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why does this, like, every time he gets on a mic, he just seems to have more people hate him. But then I'm like, is this guy a fucking genius? Like, is he just playing the best villain role of all time? Is he actually just, because most people, you know, it's a character. Colby, you know, it's a character if you're above the age of like 12. Chaelson, you know, it's a character. Like, all of these guys, we know it's a character. We're just like, it's a fun character. I'm genuinely not sure if Ian Garry's playing a character or not. Genuinely have no idea. Do we know if DeBronx is going to be in his corner? I doubt it. He could be, maybe. Let me see who else is on the card. Usually those guys fly over if there's like a bunch of them. But I don't think that there's more than one. I'm not even sure if he's training out of there, is he? Did he train in Brazil for this fight? If Harry1of1 is a fan of you, you're cooked. What happened to Connor, Jonathan Brito, Izzy, Edwards, Ian Garry, and Bryce Mitchell? That is low-key kind of true. I might be fucking cursed. Bro, how many of you watched that Chris Eubank fight earlier? How many of you watched that, fucking hell, I can't talk. How many of you watched that Chris Eubank Conor Ben fight earlier? That was a sick fight, bro. That was such a fucking good fight. Boxing's putting on this year. Bro, boxing is putting on this year. I can't remember the last like big fight, the last big build up to a boxing fight that didn't live up to the hype. Like, that was a fucking scrap. That was an unbelievable fight. Ikram Aliskerov fighting in this fight, -45 favorite. I will fully concede to you, Amir. I'll fully concede to you that I might be cursed if Ikram loses this fight. Because I love Ikram too. Ikram was my #1 prospect in 2023. When he was coming into the UFC, I thought that he was like the shit. But he just got pushed a little bit too early. I did see that thing that you tagged me and Jimmy. I try not to give it any attention because I'm like, I hope more people don't fucking tag me in stupid shit like this. I thought it was going to be some Peyton Talbot thing, I can't lie. But it was not Peyton Talbot related. I never even know when boxing fights happen, they do no promotion where I am. It is kind of weird, like, that fight I knew about. Like, Chris Eubank, Conor Ben, I knew about, and I was, like, excited for, like, the last week and a half. But some of them just don't really, like, cut in. Like, there is boxing fights that happen where I'm like, oh, shit, he was fighting? Or, like, oh, shit, that happened? Whereas I feel like with the UFC, that just doesn't really happen all that much. You have very pretty eyes. I appreciate that. Bro. Mod me in Discord, bro. You post too much fucking weird shit in my Discord to mod you in Discord. Like, you're one of the main problems in my Discord. I have someone literally trying to get the FBI to raid my house, bro. Literally trying to get the FBI to raid my fucking house with the shit that they're putting in my Discord. Eubank cooked Conor Ben. To be honest, I thought they were both better than what I thought they were going to be. I kind of was going into thinking Chris Eubank's probably going to win, but he's not that good. Now I think Chris Eubank's a dog. I think Conor Ben's a dog. What's good, Triple Threat? Triple Threat, how did you do in your fight earlier, brother? I know that Triple Threat was commenting on my video yesterday. I think that he was weight cutting, and I was like, bro, for sure you got that shit. For sure you're cooking him. What's your Discord? I'll pin the Discord. The Discord is not, like, it's not heavily moderated by anybody. That's including me, bruh. I don't really moderate the Discord. I'll look through it, but you can kind of post some fucked up shit in the Discord I won't really see. The only thing you can't do is, like, don't post the N-word. Don't post the N-word or the hard word. That's the only shit where I'm like, I nearly invited someone that I did not mean to invite just there. Here we go. Ikram Aliskerov fight has started, by the way. I'm expecting him to take care of business here. I'm expecting him to take care of business fast. If he doesn't smoke him, There's questions to be asked. There's questions to be asked here if he doesn't like go out there and like bully him. Do you favor a rapper like thoughts on Ben Whitaker? I think Ben Whitaker is kind of like, and some of you guys are gonna understand this comparison, some of you guys won't. He's kind of like a worse Shador Sanders, where like he's not good enough to do the shit that he does. Like if you want to be a diva, if you want to talk all this shit and you want to be that guy, you have to be really, really good. Ben Whitaker isn't really, really good. So when he does all of this kind of crazy shit, he creates some fans, creates some enemies, super, super polarizing. But I like him. I like him. I think he's gonna be good. He's just not good right now, which kind of sucks for him. Do you favor a rapper like my son though? I got first wrestling tournament by a tech to both of the kids in weight in the first period. You're going to need to retype that, or someone's going to need to hard translate that for me because I do not know wrestling etiquette. I know tech. At least I think I know tech. What's good, Diddy? The Browns QB room is crazy. It is kind of crazy, bro. And all the shit that I was seeing of like, I'll try locking on this one in a second, but all the shit that I was seeing of Shador Sanders and like them doing the phone call where they recruit him, they just sound like they just did not want him. They sound like that they were like, fuck it, I guess we'll take him. I guess we'll take Shador Sanders, which is kind of crazy. How it looks like the first guy who gets turned on while watching Chase Hooper fight. I get turned on watching any fight. Just any fight ever. That just gets me, well, it depends. There's some fights that, you know, kind of have it going a little bit more than others, but I won't lie to you. I have been erect before watching a fight. Do you see what I tagged you in on Twitter? Probably. Most likely. Anything that you tag me in or DM me on Twitter, I'll probably see it. I'll 90% of the time see it. Whether I respond to it depends on what you tagged me in or what you messaged me. I was in Mexico and now he's in the freezer. It's because I don't have the yellow screen on above me. Most time I'll have like a little yellow screen on so that you can see, or I can just turn the lights on actually. I don't want to turn the lights on. It's going to get so hot in my room. Bro, my room, when it's 20 degrees outside, is so unbelievably warm because I have lights. Then I have monitors, PC, PlayStation, TV. Like everything produces so much fucking heat that my room, when it gets like deep into, like if it's 25 degrees outside, my room's probably 36, 37. Like my room gets fucking hot fast. Raquel Pennington turns this guy on. Fuck Raquel Pennington, man. I was trying to be more positive, but I just can't be positive for some shit, man. Fuck Raquel Pennington. Fuck women's 135. That division's dog shit. Ikram currently up against the fence with Andre Muniz. 3 minutes into round one. I do need to get time already. Yeah, I'll do in a second. I'll do the timer when we get to a bigger fight. If Ikram, one of the big things that I always say, if you're a minus 500 favorite, you have to get a finish. You have to get a finish if you're a minus 500 favorite. Otherwise, it's a disappointing performance. And Andre Muniz is just like, he's just not a very good UFC fighter. Andre Muniz deep in on a single leg now doesn't get it. I'm interested to see here Ikram's chin, because Ikram's been knocked out literally the same punch twice. Hamza Chimaev knocked him out when they were on like Brave CF with an uppercut, and that's the same punch that Robert Whittaker knocked him out. Literally the same sequence too. Attack is pretty much when you score 10 more than your opponent and it automatically ends a match. Damn, what the fuck? You made a mercy quit? That's crazy. Friend of mine tried to fight me in his class during Ramadan, bro. Lost by a triangle choke. And bro said my shoes smell bad. I think he did not want any smoke from me. It's kind of typical, just throwing up a little triangle. Triangle is actually a pretty typical thing to just kind of throw up there. I'm trying to think like if I got into a street fight, what choke I'd use. What do I think I'd go to? What do I think is the bread and butter? I feel like a straight ankle lock is too far. Like a straight ankle lock or a heel hook is too far for just like a normal random street fight. Because like if you like fully rip a heel hook on somebody, they're not gonna walk again. And I feel like that's just bad karma to do to someone. So I feel like you probably got to go something that's like super painful but not too much damage, like a calf slicer. If you calf slicer somebody in like a street fight, they're not gonna want to be there anymore. Oh, Ikram hurt him bad. Big uppercut. 20 seconds left in the first round. A swarm trying to finish. Referee's thinking about calling it. I hope he doesn't because I hate to see fights get called here. Oh, he might call it now. I don't hate him not stopping this fight. Now he stops it. 6 seconds left in the first. Ikram Liskov gets a first round finish, which is what you want. If you're a minus 500 favorite, this is like, that's pretty much exactly what you want. Am I late or early for predictions? For predictions, you mean 5 for 5s? 5-for-5s are only for pay-per-views. They're only for pay-per-views because I only go live for the main card when we're talking about fight nights. And, you know, you want to keep the 5-for-5 sacred. The 5-for-5s, you can't have everybody in them. Last time, over here is a huge anomaly. Over here is a huge anomaly. I'm actually mind-blown that we had, what, 5 or 6 people hit. I still need to figure out. I was asking the boys in the Discord what I should do. If any of you guys have any suggestions for 5-for-5 winners, because I don't really like, I can't just gift people subs, or I can't gift select people subs. I can only, like, gift 5 people subs or 10 people subs, which is fine. It works. But I kind of want to do something for people that actually hit the 5-for-5, so I'm not sure what to do. Harry, why didn't you join my server? I honestly didn't know what was in there. And a lot of the times, if people send me a server and ask me to join, I'm immediately going to be like, this is something that, you know, like, is just going to hack my Discord as soon as I join it. In a street fight, I'm bum rushing with elbows and knees. See, I couldn't do that. I'm not doing that. That's just not in my bag. That's just really not in my bag. You're a very man. I'd give you a poke. I might poke you back if you poked me. Then what would you do, huh? My first match was 15-5 and it ended right after the first period, and my second was 10-0 in 22 seconds. Also, I was coming off flu and had to move up. Wait, damn, bro, they were putting you through fucking hell. Michael Jordan flu game? Your flu game, you're still cooking? Ikram, Brown, Abus, Giga, Mingyang, Garry. Do I disagree with that? Abus, I like, bro, there's some fucking... I was looking through the card earlier, bro. There's some good fights on this card. Like, there's some interesting fights on this card. Whereas if we go back to... Let's go back to a fight night that wasn't as good. This was just hard to watch. That was a brutal watch. Pat Sabatini, Joanna Sombrita. But, like, this is shit fight. This is shit fight. This is shit fight. Torres finished shit fight. This actually has a lot of fun fights. Like, we're starting off with a KO. This is a fun fight. Randy Brown, Nicholas Dalby. Nicholas Dalby should win this fight. But this is an interesting fight. This is a super interesting fight. This is, like, underrated. Obviously, I'm going to love the Ian Garry Carlos Prates fight, and I think that that's probably going to get, like, fight of the night and the most hype. But this is a very interesting fight, Abus Magomedov and Michel Pereira. This is kind of a weird fight. I don't know why it's above Michel Pereira, Abus Magomedov, Giga Chikadze, David on. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's cool. But this is a better fight in my eyes. This is a cool fight. It's going to be a round 1 KO. And then, obviously, you have the main event. This is a good card. This is a really, really good fight night card. Really good fight night card. This main card was stacked enough for a 5-for-5. See, it's not even that. It's just that by the time I go live, I feel like that there's not enough people to, like, get all the predictions in. I feel like it's unfair to ask people to, like, you know, you have, like, 5 minutes from when I go live to when the first fight starts to actually get in their 5-for-5s. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Do I think Yanibek becomes undisputed at middleweight? Yanibek is, like, one of the cases of he just doesn't get promoted enough because he's fucking, like, he's an unbelievable boxer. He's a really, really good boxer. But even if you ask most, like, hardcore UFC fans or people that watch a lot of, like, UFC events, if you watch them, that girl's, is that a guy or a girl? I didn't know who that was in the crowd for a second, but that was a fucking trans. That was 50-50. Anyway, but, like, if you ask most hardcore UFC fans about Yanibek Alim Kanalai, he's just not known. He's just not known by them, and he's fucking unbelievably good. Harold, thoughts on who's going to potentially headline UFC 319 and 320? Who's going to headline UFC 319 and 320? What are the dates on that? UFC 319 is where? Did they even say where it is? No. It hasn't been announced yet. Apparently Chicago is a theory about it. A lot of people are saying that Chicago could be it. And then 320, I presume, is also not announced unless it's like UFC 320. Okay, but, oh no, it's Mexico, September 13th, 2025. The Mexican event has got to be... It's actually a good question, boys. Who do you think is going to headline that Mexican event? September 13th. Who's a Mexican fighter that could do it? Maybe Merab. No, not Merab. Merab's fighting too soon. Not Pantoja. 145 Volkanovski, no. 55 Islam, no. 70 Bilal, no. 85 Drikas, no. 205. Bro, there's not like a Mexican fighter to go out there and headline that. Harry, why don't you just use a bot to send your videos and streams instead of doing it by yourself? I didn't know I could do that. I don't know how to do that. We are not going to talk about our brother Shannon Sharp getting caught on live with a snow bunny. Bro, that Shannon Sharp situation was kind of crazy because people were like kind of tweaking about it and kind of acting like it's the end of the world. It's like this 54-year-old guy is dating a 19-year-old. And I was kind of like, yeah, but if you're 54 and you're super rich, like you don't want to date some old dusty 54-year-old. 19 is probably a little bit far, but if it's like 23, 24, shout out Shannon Sharp, you know what I mean? Kind of getting his shit done. Yair Volk, maybe? Like, I guess, but that's not really a fun main event either. And surely it's Movzar next. Surely it's Movzar Volk. 320 will be Movzar Volk with Lopes, Yair, co-main. Lopes, Yair, co-main could definitely be... that seems like a lock for UFC 320. Lopes, Yair, co-main. Yanni Beck against Canelo is a 50-50. Canelo won't take that fight, I don't think. It's good. Michael Tyson. Make me manager in your server. I'll set it up, then take it away on my... Oh, brother, why with the bots, man? Chill out, bro. Chill out. This doesn't happen for anybody else, bro. I was watching these people do NFL draft coverage for like 3 days. No bots in there, chat. No. Who do I have? Myron Santos or Sadiq Yusuf? Is that a fight? Is Myron Santos fighting Sadiq Yusuf? If so, Sadiq Yusuf is going to cook him, bro. Myron Santos. Where'd you see that fight? Versus Sadiq Yusuf. That seems like a big step up. That seems like a big step up. Yeah, it does. That's confirmed 3 days ago. I didn't see that fight. Most of the time I see, most of the time I see pretty much like all the fights that come together. Did not see that shit. Yeah, I hate that fight for him. I hate that fight for him, bro. I hate that fight for him. Still can't get the membership. It should be like the first thing. Like if you go into my description, it's not here on this one, but if you go into any video's description, it'll be right there. It'll just be like the link at the bottom will just be join. And then you should be able to click and do it through that. I probably do it to anyone, and you know where I came from. Got this fastest win at the tournament with a 22-second win. How do you win in 22 seconds in wrestling? If you pin somebody? Did I see the Mel Kiper crash out? Bro, Mel Kiper was crashing. He was bugging. He's clearly in that Shador Sanders like camp, and I like Shador. I think that Shador is good. He definitely shouldn't have fell to the 5th. The 5th is fucking crazy. I was kind of hoping the 49ers would draft him in the 4th. I'd rather take him in the 4th than Curtis Rourke in the 7th, if I'm being completely honest with you. Just because, like, even if you don't like him, or like even if he's not that great a QB, all you have to do is give him 2 games, give him a preseason, then give him 2 games at the end of the season, and if he balls out, you're gonna get a 2nd for him. You're gonna get a 1st for him because people were already thinking about him as like a 1st round ish type prospect. It says the product's not in your country. Where the fuck are you from, Michael Tyson? What the fuck? Product's not in your country. It's crazy. Make me manager in your server so I can set up the bot. I won't do any stupid shit. I don't mind. I can do it after. Some guys wrestle absolute cans. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. Like most of the time when I see like in a... Because anybody can join wrestling. It's like anybody can join jiu-jitsu. And like it kind of depends on what gym you're from. Like sometimes I'll go to jiu-jitsu competitions and you'll see some blue belts there and you're like, you're a blue belt, brother? Or like I'll roll with some purple belts from like different gyms or just purple belts in general, and I'll be like, wow, that guy's a purple belt? That guy does not feel like a purple belt, you know what I mean? Like he does not feel that, he doesn't really feel that good. So I can imagine it's the same in wrestling. Ikram is back. He could be back. I never really sold my Ikram Aliskerov stock. Joanna Sombrito, I'll be real, I sold that. Joanna Sombrito stock's all gone. I'm just taking that as an L. We take it, like, I bet on a lot of prospects. If you have to pick 15 every year, some of them are going to be dog shit, some of them are going to be good. And I feel like my hit rate is actually decent, but he's just shit. I don't know what to say. Ikram, I never sold my stock on. Ikram, I knew, like, the Robert Whittaker loss isn't really it's like a nothing loss in my eyes. Delete the Twitch channel and Cord. That shit is a graveyard. Yeah, I kind of do need to clean up and like change around some of my Discord, just because I didn't even make this Discord. Somebody made this Discord for me like when I was on Twitch, maybe like 4 years ago. So a lot of the shit just needs to kind of be deleted and changed into different stuff. Like there's a lot of shit here that it just is not relevant still anymore. Aliskerov loses to Bo Nickel. I've always said that. I think a lot of people lose to Bo Nickel, though. I think that Bo Nickel, like, I'm still higher on Bo Nickel than a lot of people are. Bro, what is that? Is that like a cut under Ian Garry's eye? I saw it like 3 or 4 times, and we were like, it's a scab. And I was like, yeah, that's what happened. That's what happens when you get cut. You know what I mean? It turns into a scab after a while. I think they were trying to make an example out of Shador and embarrass his family, but he's not that bad, and he was the one who was giving the ball to Travis. Yeah, like I think Shador is good. I think Shador is good. Also, Discord is basic as fuck. I can renovate it for you if you want. Yeah, I don't mind. We can figure something out. People hate on Bo, but he's still young to the UFC. Bo Nickel just got, like, he got hated because of what the UFC did to him. Like, the UFC pushed him so fast. Like, I think Bo Nickel's got a lot of fans. A lot of people really, really like him if he wasn't on the UFC 300 main card. Like, if he wasn't on the UFC 300 main card, I still think a ton of people like him. Even if you just put him on the prelims. As long as it's not the main card. It was the fact that I was looking through the card and I was like, Cody Garbrandt, Davison Figueiredo, Aljamain Sterling, like all of these elite UFC champions on the, like Aljamain Sterling has a case to be the best 135er ever. And you have him on the prelims, but you have Bo Nickel in an unranked fight on the main card. That kind of pissed me off. But apart from that, there's really no reason to hate the guy. I don't know, thought Myron Santos is decent. Didn't know you didn't rate him. I watched him a little bit on Tough, a tiny bit on Tough, just the Tough finale. And then I watched him in that fight. I watched him in his last fight, and he just looked awful in his last fight. I think it was one of the biggest robberies of the year. Bro, who the fuck was Randy Brown fighting in that fight where he didn't even have the rear naked choke lined up and he just fucking choked him out? That was fucking insane. He just had like he had the hand right here across the neck, was barely even squeezing, and the guy immediately started tapping. I like Bo because I'm a former wrestler. I like Bo just because I think he's fucking like, I want to see him go up against high-level wrestlers. Like, I think the way to sell Bo Nickel to fans is just have, like, elite wrestling matches inside the UFC. Putting Cody Brunage on the main card is crazy. Yeah, that was fucking unbelievable, too. Cody Brunage, I don't mind, though, because it's kind of like, you know you don't belong here, we know you don't belong here, but it's cool that you're here. Thoughts on me having 5 win, 1 loss against my big brother who was in, like, military service for 3 months for, like, students who finished all wins in what, a jiu-jitsu competition? You had 5 wins, 1 loss? Shit, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And all the wins you got is from rear naked chokes? Sounds pretty good. Sounds like a good day at the office. What's good, Ethan? You saying Dalby should win is a bad take? I think Nicholas Dalby's still really good. I'm still kind of high on Nicholas Dalby. Not to be like a UFC champion or anything crazy like that, but just to be like a good UFC fighter. I think that Nicholas Dalby is going to be in the UFC for years to come. Like, when I look up Nicholas Dalby, let's go through his record. Let's go through all the guys that he's beat. Nicholas Dalby has legit good wins. Lost to Rina Fakhretdinov. That was a pretty close fight. I remember that fight. 2023, beat Gabriel Bonfim via KO. Beat Muslim Salikov. Beat Warley Alvarez. Like, he's a top 15-ish guy. At his best. Well, no, he could be top 10 at his best. And he's been in the UFC for a long time. And he's been kind of like, obviously, his first stint in the UFC was dog shit, but ever since he's come back to the UFC, he's been good. He's going to smoke Randy Brown. He's 40, though. That's the only problem. The only thing not to like about Nicholas Dalby is that he's 40. He was robbed against Renat. Not going to lie, he was. Bro, Renat Fakhretdinov's got a few dodgy decisions. Him against Carlos Leal was a dodgy decision. I thought Carlos Leal won the fight. I want to be in Garry except for marrying a woman that he has. What do you mean, except for marrying a woman that he has? Marrying the woman that he has? I think his girl's kind of bad. It's just that Ian Garry's like, yeah, sure, you can be my nutritionist. Yeah, sure, you can go date all these other guys. Bro, Ian Garry being a cook is still one of the funniest UFC storylines of like 2023. Because most UFC fighters are legitimately, or most like MMA fighters are legitimately just like people that are built different. Like, that sounds kind of cringe, but I feel like people don't actually understand until you start like training with high level guys. Like the guy that coaches jiu-jitsu classes during the week is a guy who's I think he's like 14-0 MMA fighter. He's got a fight coming up soon, which I'll probably watch party. His name's Richie Smullen if you look him up. But like when you're training with him, we were doing a straight ankle lock and he was like showing the straight ankle lock on me and it's just incredibly tight. It literally feels like my foot's about to burst as soon as he like grabs a grip of it. And he's like looking at me. I say to him like the super common jiu-jitsu conversation, which sounds weird out of context. It sounds like pause as fuck out of context, but it's not. Where I'm like, oh, that shit's tight, bro. Like that's tight. And he goes to me, he just looks me like dead in the eyes, like dead straight in the eyes. And he goes, I know. It's because I'm about to break your fucking foot. And I'm looking at him like, damn, you know what I mean? Like this guy's staring me dead in the eyes saying that shit. And I'm like, does he not fuck with me? Like, does he fucking hate me or some shit? Like, did I do something to him? And then I like hear 2 minutes later him saying the same thing to somebody else. And I'm like, no, this guy's just actually built different. Like this guy's actually just built in that like war mindset, especially because he's training for a fight too, where it's like, holy fuck, these guys are not like normal human beings. Did you watch Conor Ben's boxing fight? If you did, who do you think won? I was watching it. We were talking about it earlier. I was saying that it's a fucking like crazy fight. It was a really, really good fight. I thought Chris Eubank won. I did think that Chris Eubank won. I didn't think it was that wide. They scored at 116, 112. I probably had it closer to like 115, 113. I'm like 156, 165, 166 centimeters and 51, 52 kg. How about you, Harold? I'm like 6 foot and I weigh like 82 kg. Like 81 and a half. Val legit won that shit 30-27. He got robbed every round. Yeah, it's because it was Saudi. It's because it was Saudi with just those fucking weird ass judges. Who do I have for the main event? Ian Garry. Also, Brown had a close one with Battle. He did. He did look good against Brown Battle. What fight did the UFC reach? What do you mean? I don't know where I came from. Isn't it crazy? Chris Eubank's dad beat Ben's dad, and Eubank beat Ben a generation later. Yeah, that's like the whole like big kind of thing about the fight. That was the whole cool thing about the fight, and it was cool to see. Chris Eubank Senior in his corner as well, because like most of the time, I don't really care about like other people's backstories in terms of like fighting stuff. But when Chris Eubank was on the mic and he was like, "Oh yeah, I've got a 3-year-old, not son. I've got a 3-year-old." What is it, nephew? Oh yeah, I've got a 3-year-old nephew whose dad is dead, buried in the desert in Saudi Arabia, and I've got a dad who calls me a disgrace. I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, that's pain, that's real pain. And I was like, damn, I feel bad for this guy, man. What's good, Letouche? I mean, what fight are we on right now? We're on Randy Brown going up against Nicholas Dalby. Randy Brown's a -310 favorite. We might have to sprinkle into that Nicholas Dalby money line. We might have to sprinkle onto Nicholas Dalby. Let me see this shit, man. Let me see this shit. I said that I wasn't going to bet for a little minute. It didn't last me long. Give me Nicholas Dalby. Nice. They can already put down the odds. How are they so far ahead of me? Bro, I'm not even trolling. They're saying right now that they are halfway through round 1. Are you fucking serious? One sec. I gotta turn my desktop audio off. Audio off. No, okay. The fight started like 10 seconds ago. Okay. Bro, how the fuck are they saying that they're halfway through round 1? That shit is insane. Okay, then let me go over here. Michelle Pereira against the Boost. I love Ian Garry against Carlos Prates, and then Anthony Smith being it. Yeah, give me this by KO. Oh. I nearly picked Anthony Smith by KO. That would have been a tough one to go with. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. If you want to know the bet that I just placed, I'm going Nicholas Dalby. Okay, odds have changed. I'm going Nicholas Dalby, Michelle Pereira, Ian Garry, and then Ming Yang Zhang by KO or TKO. Right, KO, TKO, or DQ. And I'm putting down 15 to return 220. Don't bet on them, brother. I promise you. Do I know any Taekwondo fighters in like actual pure Taekwondo? No, but I know like Wonder Boy's a Taekwondo fighter. MVP's a Taekwondo fighter. Who's hyped for the next season of JoJo? What the fuck is JoJo? Harry, when are you getting Bok Fu shoes? It's a great question. They do need to be ordered. They do need to be ordered. I need to get myself some Bok Fu shoes. I also need to get myself one of those sticks from that Irish martial art. I forget what it's called. Batirocht. That's what it's called. The Irish martial art. Where I'm like, I kind of feel like I have to own a Batirocht stick. I have a sword for sword fighting, but I don't have a Batirocht stick, which it just seems wrong. You know, it just doesn't seem right to not have that in the arsenal. Those are things that you can't do. I'm picking Ming Yang, but I have a funny feeling about Lionheart today. Not going to lie, there's 0 chance Anthony Smith wins that fight. I think if Michel Pereira started in the UFC earlier, I think he would be champion. I think he could have a higher chance. Oh, damn. Nicholas Dalby's getting the dog shit slapped out of him right now. I think he's got his nose broken. No wonder I got such good odds on him. I still believe, bro. I believe in Nicholas Dalby. Shoot a little takedown here, Nicholas. Shoot a little takedown here, son. Harry, you should watch Sensei Sets. Okay, I'm not. That's definitely fucking set me up to say something. It's crazy. You should try to do something when you roll next. I don't really trust people that call themselves sensei. Like, I don't like any of that, like, culty jiu-jitsu shit. Like, there's some jiu-jitsu things where it's like, You walk onto the mat, you call the guy sensei, you call the guy all this different shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, this is just gay. Like, jiu-jitsu's already gay enough without walking onto the mat and calling somebody sensei. Michel Pereira by backflip. I think that Michel Pereira's going to win that fight. I was kind of close on that one, though. Nicholas Dalby's getting smoked here. Need him to, you know, pick it up. Do something. Show me something, Nicholas. Show me something. He's looking kind of slow when he comes in. He's just looking kind of slow. Like, Randy Brown's fucking huge at 172. He's 6'3" at 170 with the 78-inch reach. Like, 78-inch reach is fucking long as shit. No, he trains with Wonderboy. He's a YouTuber. He's a black belt in karate, but trains in all random martial arts. That's kind of dope. Somebody that just, like, trains in Bok Fu and shit. If there was a place that was teaching Bok Fu near me, I swear to God, I'd go for a lesson. I'd get a private. There's the things that you can't do. 1 minute 30 left inside round 1. Nicholas Dalby doing a good job when he gets to the inside. He's just struggling to get there. He's just so... Oh! Damn, did Nicholas Dalby drop him there? Did he slip? It kind of seemed like he slipped. Did he connect with something there? Like, I swear to God, that punch looked like it was fucking 15 meters off him. I thought for a second he was a... No, he wasn't throwing it up. I have so many weapons in my room. My earbuds, my scissors, gold medals, badges, trophies, flies, football cleats, boxing gloves. Most of those aren't real weapons. I feel like a real weapon is like a knife or a sword or something. He's going for an arm triangle here. He needs to try clear that second foot. If he can step that second foot over, he could be able to finish this. Also needs to get his head down to his shoulder. Why are they just showing a screenshot of Nicholas Dalby's eye? What the fuck? This card will be fire. Yeah, it should be good. Should be a good card. See, I'm not actually sure how Randy Brown got dropped here or if he got dropped. It was kind of weird because once he fell down, most of the time if you don't get dropped, you'll just get back up right away. Nicholas Dalby trying to free that second foot to at least get somewhere, like at least try to get to mount, try to get to side control, try to get to some more advantageous position. Who's bleeding? Is it Nicholas Dalby or Randy Brown that's bleeding? It must be, yeah, it's Dalby. Where's Dalby bleeding from? His eyes, nose? Oh, his nose is bleeding. See, this is where you need to put in some ground and pound, man. Elbows. Yes, elbows, punches, do something. So I think if he actually put in some ground and pound there, he could have won that round. I'm probably still leaning 10-9 Brown. I need to actually see the knockdown. Because if that's a legit knockdown, it's 1-0 Dalby. If that's not a legit knockdown, it's 1-0 Brown. Gimme, you're spitting facts, brother. Like the stream, push it out to 100 more people. You're spitting absolute factos. Oh, damn, his nose is fucking pissing blood out. Holy shit. It must be broken. The doctor's trying to drain it. I swear that was the one thing that you're not meant to do with a broken nose. No. You're not meant to blow it. You're not meant to blow a broken nose. But is that not what he was just doing? I suppose he was squeezing it. He's not blowing it. Fight nights in random cities always end up being the best cards. I swear they do. Like, bro, it's because they actually have to sell out a stadium. I swear to God, that's the thing with Dana White. Like, Dana White knows for a fact if he puts on fucking Erin Blanchfield against wherever the fuck she's going up against, they're not selling out a stadium with that shit. They're just not doing it. Whereas he knows Garry, Carlos Prates, like, even when you saw them scramble for a main event after this, like Jamal Hill, Khalil goes, Dana White knows he's still got to sell out a stadium. Dana White knows he does not have to sell out a stadium when he's selling Erin Blanchfield against Macy Barber. Like, what the fuck? His eyes so swollen, holy. It is pretty fucked up. It is pretty swollen. Bro, Randy Brown's just got such fucking long arms. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like John Jones. Nicholas Dalby doing a better job at the start of this second round, though, kind of coming and cutting the distance, trying to at least get into striking range. Randy Brown's doing a really good job with his jab, though, just keeping him at range. They did Blanchfield for... Bro, how the fuck do you pronounce her name? I always pronounce it fucking wrong. Manon Furo? Fuck knows, bro. She's good as fuck, though. She actually can't fight. Manon Furo? I feel like Furo's right. Furo? Fuck knows. Who do I have? Inter or Barca, Arsenal, or PSG? I'm saying PSG beat Arsenal, and I'm saying Barcelona beat Inter Milan. Harold, thoughts on Harry1of1 first pay-per-view event, main event, Harry1of1 versus TJ Love's fight, and co-main Polar versus Amir? That would be crazy. I'd like to fight somebody in the UFC. To be fair, fighting, this is gonna sound kind of fucking like bitch, but like Nicholas Dalby hurt Randy Brown again. Bro, when he gets to the inside, he's hurting him. I'd love to like do a jiu-jitsu match against one of them. I don't really like full-on like MMA. Like, I don't like doing MMA. Oh, damn. And then fucking Randy Brown hurt Nicholas Dalby with a knee up the middle. Oh my God, he hurt him in the right hand. Nicholas Dalby's hurt bad. Trying to come back. Oh, he just got clipped again. Brother, fucking chill out, man. Nicholas Dalby just got slapped by Randy Brown. Fuck me, Nicholas Dalby, bro. What are you doing, brother? He got legit like one punch KO'd. Super nice from Randy Brown. Great performance from him. Triple threat. I appreciate the two, brother. Harry, with the money I give you, please bet on Smith. No, I will not bet on Anthony Smith. I refuse to do it. You couldn't give me enough money in the world to bet on him. Nicholas Dalby slumped. That was actually a super, super nice KO. I don't know what the fuck Nicholas Dalby was doing. It was like he got hurt and didn't have any defensive instincts. He was like, let me just walk forward still. Polo is confident with his chances against Amir, bro. We've got some dogs in here. We've got some good wrestlers, some good jiu-jitsu players. That guy in the crowd that recorded it better put that shit up on Twitter. Bro, I've realized that if someone records like a UFC fight from the crowd and shows the KO, the UFC can't copyright it. That can't be copyrighted. So now anytime that I want to show actual fight footage, I'm begging somebody in the crowd just recorded this shit. Beautiful right hand. Yeah, no, it was a nice right hand. See, bro, he caught him with that right hand multiple times too. See, he catches him with that right hand. Then Nicholas Dalby just starts swinging for some reason. Catches him with another right hand. He gets rocked again. Then he goes uppercut up the middle. The only thing that he didn't do was go to the body. He didn't even need to go to the body there. Because Dalby was just being a spastic, just like swinging like he's in some fucking street fight. I got the Juwan Jennings jersey on today, by the way, to help the 49ers, with their look in the 7th round. Mini Max moment. Yeah, that Loki was mini Max moment. It was like the same way he KO'd him. Last time he got killed, they showed his kids crying on TV. Now that's fucked. That's fucked up, bro. Like that, surely that's got to do some generational trauma to you. Like if you're, what the fuck is she wearing? She wearing a man's suit? That shit looks like a man's suit. Usually, I swear she doesn't usually wear that. But anyway, like it's got to be some generational trauma if you see your dad get KO'd in front of you in a cage. Like that has to fuck you up in the future. You're a 49ers fan, that's rough. Nah, being a 49ers fan is okay. Great quarterback, great running back. A few great receivers of the past. Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, Fred Warner, Demo. Rockets in 6, baby. I do have the Rockets game on just above me. Harry, if I get the win with Anthony Smith or a boost, you have to buy 2K. You're going to buy fucking 2K? See, 2K, I actually really like playing 2K. I think 2K is super, super fun. But one, you need to have people to play it with. And most of my boys just don't like playing 2K. Most of the people that I know just don't play a lot of 2K. And then 2, you have to put a shit ton of time into 2K. I'm trying to find games that are the opposite of that. I'm trying to find games that I don't have to put a lot of time in and I can still be pretty good at. That's why I love college football. Because college football, like, you don't have to grind it all day, every day. You can just hop onto your dynasty. You can just hop onto your fucking franchise and just start cooking people. His daughter sees the 2-on-1 hand controller, starts crying because she knows it's over. Shout out my Nuggets with the buzzer beater dunk. I was watching that earlier. I was watching that that kind of fucked me up, not gonna lie. Because I was meant to like make the thumbnail before I went live and do like all the tags and everything. But I was watching that game. And as soon as it got to like 99, 8 seconds left, I was like, we've got to walk into this shit. I'm actually low-key, this is probably the most excited I've been for an Ultimate Fighter season since like Conor McGregor. And I know the Conor McGregor was only like 2 years ago, but like in the last 10 years, this is probably the most excited I've been for an Ultimate Fighter fight or for an Ultimate Fighter season. Play with me. I'm on 24/7 and I have you friended. See, that's the thing. Like, you need to play it all the time to be good at it though. Because like you need your character to be like a 99 overall or a 95 or a 90 overall to even make it worth it. And then you have to spend a lot of money to get them up to that point. Like, you can't just, and if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you have to just grind, bro. You have to go through like the ringer of just playing like hours and hours and hours and hours. I just can't fucking do that. I need Jokic to win MVP. I don't think he will. I think he should, but I don't think he will. I'm like low-key kind of a Shea hater. I'm not a Shea hater. I just don't like watching. Like, I'm one of those people that's like a super aesthetic-based person. Like, who do I love watching in the NBA? Devin Booker, because when he's hot, just aesthetically so unbelievably pleasing. KD, because, well, I'm a Suns fan, so I'm going to love Devin Booker and KD. But, like, Kyrie, someone who just, like, you want to turn on the TV and watch Kyrie Irving play. You don't want to turn on the TV and watch Shea play. Did I see Cameron Salmon get slapped? Poor guy, only 24 years old. He's still got a future in the UFC. He's just got terrible, like, matchmaking. I'm a Denver guy, and I think Shea should win it. I don't know. I don't like the guy. Jalen Green is very aesthetically pleasing. He's another one's he's kind of aesthetically pleasing. He's not like at that level that other people are at. Steph's super aesthetically pleasing to watch. No offense, your Shea take is crazy. He's modern day Kobe. We're bugging. Modern day Kobe? Modern day Kobe is wild, bro. That's putting him in a bracket he's just not at. He's good. He's not Kobe. A boost is winning. I think a boost could win. That's like that's a super 50-50 fight, Miles. Harry, what is the hottest take you have today? The hottest take that I have today. What's a take that I usually put out there that people just fucking hate when I say it? That I think over half of the UFC roster is on steroids. That's something people usually get super annoyed when I say. For the amount of people that fucking, I swear, people just like, people tweet too much about their favorite fighter. Like when I was saying in my last video that I think that Islam Makhachev and all these people in Dagestan are probably on steroids. And then people are like, how can you say that for Islam and not everybody else? When I literally fucking say it for everybody else constantly. WWE people in the building, I don't know any of them. How many of the boys in here watch WrestleMania? I didn't see it, or I didn't watch it. I was kind of like half, like I knew that it was on, but I just wasn't going to watch WrestleMania. I never was able to get into WWE. Diego Lopez in the crowd. Shout out Diego Lopez. Bro, he just loves to go to the he just loves to go to the fight. He's kind of like Merab, where Merab just loves to go to the fights. Bro, you're fucking tweaking. He literally plays like Kobe and MJ. Brother, he plays more like fucking... I'm trying to think who. He plays more like... Who's someone that's just a volume scorer? Plays more like fucking Brandon Ingram than he does MJ. I watched WrestleMania because I had it, because my mom had it on. WrestleMania was underrated. I watched WrestleMania. I feel like the WWE hate is kind of weird. I feel like it's like the WWE, if you watch any reality TV, you can't hate on the WWE. If you hate reality TV in general, it kind of makes sense. But if you watch any reality TV, that's just what the WWE is. Like, it's just a reality TV show. Look at this guy, man. Fine, I'll take care of the ball. I'll get rid of the bot then. Jesus. Do your favorite rapper like my son. Like my son, though. He plays more like Harden. Yeah, no, he does. He's the same style as Kobe and MJ. What do you mean? He doesn't really, though. Like, he doesn't have the same style as Kobe and MJ. He's like, he just doesn't. Your mods are lacking. That's hit him for 30 seconds, and I had to delete that shit. That wasn't even the mods. I had to go and manually delete that. Do I watch rugby? If so, who do you support? I support Leinster because I'm from Dublin. So obviously, Dublin is in Leinster. So I support Leinster, but I don't really watch rugby that much. Most of the time, just because Leinster are too good. Like Leinster are... I'm trying to find an apt description for Leinster. Like they'll win it's almost like supporting like PSG or somebody like that. Like they'll win every single game apart from big fucking games. And their team is way too good not to win big games. Like they just have a super team, so they'll stomp everybody in the league. But when you get to like the Champions Cup, they'll just lose in the final 24/7. Harold, thoughts on my country, Brunei? I don't know too much about it, to be honest with you, brother. Don't know too much. It's got a cool flag. Brunei's got a cool flag. It's got a cool flag. It seems like a pretty dope place to be. I'll tell you right now if I'll visit it or not. I'll tell you right now if I'll visit it or not. Let's go look this up. This is what I do before I think about visiting any country or any place. And I think it's not going to pass the test, unfortunately. I can smell something coming up here. Yeah, brother, you're cooked already. You're cooked already, brother. There's no way you'll ever see me in Brunei. There's no way you'll see me. Yeah, you're cooked, brother. You'll never see me in Brunei, unfortunately. Look at this freak taking a spider picture. Okay. We're not going back down the spider rabbit hole, but just know, I'm sure your shit's cool, brother, but you'll never see me there. You'll never see me in Brunei. I'll be real with you. Harry, I've seen Chet Holmgren talk. He actually thinks he's black, bro. The fucking clip of him where he's like, where they're like, what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal? And he's like, I just really love oxtail. Literally fucking, bro, it makes me laugh every time I see it. Every time I see it. Oxtail and cornbread. They also all play better defense than Harden / Luka. Shea doesn't play any fucking defense. And like Kobe and MJ were both all defensive players. Shea is not an all defensive player. Arachnophobia is based, brother. I have crazy arachnophobia. Like I didn't even really realize it until I think about it. But most animals, I'm like, yeah, I'm hard countering that animal. Like most animals, I'm like, you know, it's good. It's whatever. You know what I mean? Like if I come up against a snake, I've got no problems. Snake tries to come at me, I'll just grab the snake out of the way and then just stomp it. If a spider, like if I see a big spider, I'm just going to pass out. I'm probably just going to pass out from fear. 2026 mock draft simulator is already live. Don't get me tempted, brother. Don't get me tempted. Amir, you just failed to delete a bot. It was there for 30 seconds. I had to delete it. So now I'm definitely not joining your server. Now I'm definitely not joining it. Shea is not a good defender. He's like a bad defender on a great defensive team. Cambodia got you. Let's see Cambodia. Let's do the check with Cambodia. Bro, like any African country, I'm not even sure if Cambodia's in Africa. I'm not gonna lie to you. Biggest Cambodian spider. Oh yeah, we're fucking bugging. The first thing that I see when I look it up, Goliath spiders? Are you fucking tweaking? Goliath spiders? No, we're bugging, brother. We're bugging. Bro, I saw that there was a new thing of spider. Low key though, Cambodia might be cooking. Cambodia have a tarantula snack. Fried spiders. See, that's like, that's just too bad a karma. That's too bad a karma. If you start eating spiders, like, look at this fucking guy, bro. Tarantula? Bro, look at this woman eating tarantula. Like, you're literally giving yourself the worst karma ever. How do you know this guy's family's not going to come and try to kill you later? Yeah, but anything Goliath rated, it's a delicacy over there. Okay, that's fucking hard as fuck, bro. They're just hard challenge spiders. Have I watched Sinners? I did watch Sinners. I saw it like last Monday. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the premise of the movie is kind of shit though. Like the premise of the movie sucks. The actual movie itself is good though. I ate a fried cricket there. Cambodia does not got you. I was there and this kid was trying to sell me a damn spider, bro. That's what I mean. That's fucking insane karma. How do you know? Like, how do you know the guy's brother's not going to come back and try to fuck you up? Imagine you're eating somebody. No way he's seen a new movie, bro. I'll go watch. If there's a good, first of all, it's not a horror movie too. I was sold on the idea that it was a horror movie. When I was going with one of my boys, he was like, yeah, no, it's a horror movie. I was like, brother, this is not a horror movie. This is not scary at all. It's like a comedy nearly. Nowadays, Brunei high school students are like wannabe gangsters. I feel like that's everywhere, bro. I feel like every high school student is like a wannabe gangster in most places. Like in America, most of the people walk around with their like shiesties and shit, being like, you know, baddest motherfucker around town. Mod me, I deserve it, I'm always here. I might, see, the thing is, like, I mod people when I get to myself and I'm like, yeah, no, there's too many bots and there's not enough, like, there's not enough mods in here. A lot of the times, like, I'll just take mod off somebody, especially if somebody that was a mod doesn't show up as much anymore, or just doesn't come through as much anymore, I'll take away their mod and I'll just give it to somebody else. Hailey Steinfeld is so fire. She is fire, bro. But every time I see her, she's kind of like tainted in my mind because every time I see her, I see Josh Allen. I just see Josh Allen and I think about how Josh Allen was a 49ers fan and the 49ers didn't draft him. Triple Threat, stick to wrestling, bud. I have no life and I'm pro Harry1of1 mod. You don't comment glazing Harold every video. No, that's crazy. What happened to Heisenberg? That is a good question. Where the fuck is Heisenberg been at? I feel like there's certain people where that happens. So I'm just like, bro, where is that guy? People do not wear shiesties in real life. I swear to God they do, bro. I swear to God people wear shiesties in real life. I have a shiesty. I think it's in there somewhere. Because my Discord profile picture is me in a shiesty. No, it's not. It's me in a suit. There's another profile picture that I have of me in a shiesty. How old your celebrity crush and cartoon crush? My celebrity crush is someone called... there's two. There's kind of three. There's Layla Baptiste, who's just unbelievably bad. There's a girl called Gabby Epstein. There's four. There's Gabby Epstein. There's Gia Duddy. And there's Gia Duddy. And who's the fourth one? A girl called Thea Adora. They're the top four celebrity crushes. And then cartoon crush. I don't really have a cartoon crush because I don't watch that many cartoons. I picked Garry, but I hope Carlos Prates wins, to be honest. I just can't see how Carlos Prates wins. Like, he just does Ian Garry stuff, but worse. He's literally just a worse version of Ian Garry who can't wrestle. Heisenberg's a mod too, by the way. That is a good point. We might have to fucking VAR review that. See, I like to give people, because people can just, like, shit can come up where, like, you're not on the stream for, like, 2-3 watch parties or, like, whatever after that. Especially after being here for, like, 12 months. But, like, if you're not here for, like, 2 months plus, you know, we'll go through the activity. We'll go through the last time that he typed. And we'll see. Amir, you are a fraud. You tried to scam me last week trying to tell me that Amazon didn't deliver my order. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Amir's out here fucking scamming people. Amir's out here scamming people. Amir, you can't fucking do that to the boys in the chat. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. Ian Garry is his biggest celebrity crush. Ian Garry could be nice. Like, Ian Garry could have a crush on me. Who knows? Ian Garry's into some weird shit, some fruity shit, some shit that I'm not really into. Have I watched Invincible? No. I do see a lot of people talking about it, but no. Bro, the aftermath of Garry losing would be hilarious. We need this. He's not gonna lose, bro. The guy's not gonna lose. The guy's such a fucking big favorite now as well. I can see Ian Garry going there and just wrestle for 25 minutes. That's why I was saying to the boys earlier, I was like, if you want like a sleeper, just like a flyer as a submission, someone that just kind of sprinkle something on, Ian Garry via submission is a good bet. It's a good bet, Ian Garry via submission. Do your favorite rapper like my son, oh. Is Invincible a good show? I do see a bunch of people talking about it. I saw a bunch of people talking about it on Twitter like last week. See, I don't watch a whole lot of shows. I watch like very little TV shows, and the only TV shows that I watch are shows that I've already watched before. Like, I'll just like spam rewatch The Office. Just like when I'm going to bed, I'll just put The Office on, or put South Park on, or put The Simpsons on. I don't really watch that many new TV shows. Who is Ian Garry subbed? He should have subbed MVP. Should have subbed MVP. Ian Garry celebrity crushes his wife's ex-husband. That's fucking crazy. Merab's in the crowd. I fucking knew that guy was going to be in the crowd, bro. That guy just loves the UFC. Do the UFC fly him out to different events, or is he just paying out of his own dime? Like, his fucking accommodation and flights and shit must be crazy. Amir's abusing power? Why? How's he abusing power? Garry getting flatlined will bring balance to the universe. Just never gonna happen. Damn, bro. Fucking Michel Barrett's got short ass arms. He's 6'1", but has 73-inch arms. Short arms. I wonder what inch arms I have. I've never got that measured. Invincible is pretty good. Season 1 is amazing. Season 2 not bad. Season 3 is ass up until the season finale. That's kind of how I feel like The Boys is. Have any of you boys ever watched The Boys? Have any of you boys ever watched The Boys, the TV show? Well, like, season 1's elite, season 2's good, season 3, I can't remember whether it's got 4 seasons or 3 seasons. The last season is like decent. Season is decent up until the finale, and the finale's elite. Merab was in the corner of some woman, was he? Merab, train for your fight. What are you doing? Merab, stop training for your fight, bro. Just let Sean O'Malley get the 135 belt back. 135 was way better. Bro, how the fuck does Draymond Green not get more text? He just walked up to the ref's face and started screaming at him. Mod Polar, he's been in here forever, plus he's a member. It's not a bad suggestion. That's not a bad suggestion. There's a few people that I might need to look at, you know, modding. The Boys is good. I don't know how the makers come up with the freaky shit they do because it's outlandish. Yeah, no, bro. Some of the shit that happens in The Boys, like, The Boys is not a show that you want to watch on, like, a train or something, or on an airplane. People will look at you and be like, what the fuck are you watching, brother? There is a scene where a man ant-mans himself to get into somebody's anus. That happens. Not in real life, but it does happen in The Boys. And then dies. Or, no, resizes himself and explodes the person that he was inside. The Boys season 1 was peak, but the rest of the seasons are Anthony Starr carrying. He is kind of fire. He is a fire actor. Harold, thoughts on Paddy Pimblett versus Armin headlining UFC 320? It's not going to happen. Would be a cool fight, though. Armin smokes him. Armin smokes him. I've got a video, because the video, I was meant to put up a video today. I finished it at like 1 a.m. And then I was like, is there a point in me putting up this video right now? Not really, because I'm going to do the watch party in an hour. So I'll just have the video queued for tomorrow. So I'll have 2 videos up tomorrow. One early, one late. My resume for mod is stacked. Most comments on your channel, most hearts on your channel, and I'm an OG. It is kind of a stacked resume, lucky. You might be the GOAT. Michelle gonna gas out whilst Bruce Buffer announcing. Fucking hell, I couldn't say that. 1 minute into this fight, I should get a timer up for this fight. This fight's timer worthy. Do your favorite rapper like my son, oh. You go over here. No, not YouTube. What do I mean to do timer? Let me go over here and then unhide this. No. Yeah, this is one. Bro, it's so fucking difficult to do shit technologically. Why am I like, bro, I can do most shit. In terms of like tech, I can do 90% of shit. And this, I just can't fucking do it. Why is it not showing up? Oh, it's because it's hidden. It's on me. It's on me. Okay, timer. We are at 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Yeah, 3:13. Oh! I didn't even see what happened. I saw Michel Pereira's leg like buckle for a second. Oh, head kick from a boost. Connects, but he slips after. Left hook from a boost. Right hand from a boost. Abus needs to be careful not to gas himself out because that's been one of his biggest problems inside the UFC. It's why he lost against Strickland. People kind of forget that Abus Magomedov was dominating Strickland in their first fight for like the first round, and then he just completely gassed. Why is Amir the GOAT? What about Niffy? That is actually true. That is actually true. The little Polish boy sleeps Paddy. What, Mateusz Gamrot? Mateusz Gamrot probably doesn't sleep him, but he most likely does beat him. Nice takedown by Abus. That was a really, really nice takedown. Now he starts to get to the ground and pound. Let's see what kind of damage he can do from ground and pound. Michel Pereira trying to get back up. Abus Magomedov with a back body lock, trying to take him down from this back body lock. Keep throwing that left hand. He does such a good job from like situations like this, Abus, of just not letting you like reset. Like a lot of UFC fighters from that spot where he's already gone back up will just kind of like back off and reset. Whereas Abus, I feel like never lets you actually get there and reset. Never lets you like get back to a neutral position. He was not dominating him, stop the gap. He was smoking him in that first round. He was smoking Sean Strickland in that first round. Can you take a pic of the wall behind you and post it on whatever? Post it on like Twitter? What, this wall? I can take a picture of the wall. I kind of want to move my setup around a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to move my setup around somewhere in my room. Because I've got kind of space over here, and I feel like I've been in kind of like a lull recently. Harry, have I dunced more than Amir? What the fuck? When were you the most pissed on stream? That's a good question. When was I the most pissed on stream? About like what fight? It was probably a time when like a fight got cancelled and I was on stream. Like that's when I get the most annoyed. Where I'm like, bro, did we seriously just fucking lose that fight? Or actually, there's been a lot of women's MMA fights where I'm super pissed off. Women's MMA main event going to decision, bro. I'll get pissed off watching this shit. Sean wasn't even bleeding, bro. What the fuck is this Khabib ass shit? Sean wasn't even bleeding. What do you mean? Khabib never bled. Paris fight night? Yeah, I was pretty pissed when Brito got robbed. I was pretty pissed then. I was pretty pissed. But see, like, now that doesn't really register in my mind because now I know he just kind of stinks. 20 seconds left in round one. Abus has dominated this round one from what I've seen so far. I need to re-see that like little knockdown sequence there. Or like where his leg buckled. Because I was looking over at the other screen. That was a nice right hand by Abus. You can see that one hurt Michel Pereira. His hands immediately drop after it. 5 seconds left on the first. Good round from Abus. 1-0 Abus Magomedov. In Discord or as a community post on the YouTube. I like it as a community post on the YouTube. I like it as a community post on the YouTube. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What times am I most pissed off on stream? It's probably close to that Joanna Sombrito robbery. Is there any other fights where I'm like, wow, that's just a fucking terrible decision? I get more annoyed at shit fights and terrible decisions than anything else, than people losing. Sean let him get tired. See, I feel like that's all kind of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he was letting him tire himself out. Gan versus Volkov. I don't think I was that annoyed at that. Was I that annoyed at that? Harry, whoa. Harry, what about when this random started arguing about you, like Prime Cody would lose to Sean or some other dude? I don't remember that. I do get adamant when it comes to Cody Garbrandt. Some guy in the back's wearing one of the ugliest Nike jumpers I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, it could have been Brito getting robbed against Gummies. It could have been Brito getting robbed against Gummies. Bro, I love the way that now they're whacking up the little barrier over the save $10 on UFC 315 because it's not applicable to UFC or to UK viewers. Abus was legit emptying the clip, but how does he know that Abus can't do that for the next 4 rounds? Or at least for the next 2 rounds? 4 minutes 48, I'll restart the timer. Let's get timer going. 440. Not watching out that fight. Why did Pereira not start doing backflips randomly? I'm not watching out that shit. What, this fight? This fight's actually a good fight. I watched this fight. Like, this fight's one of the best fights on the card. Jalen Green is better than Devin Booker. No one plays defense against the Suns because they're ass. Like, you're not wrong. You didn't have to say that. Well, obviously, Jalen Green's not better than Devin Booker. But nobody plays defense against the Suns yet. And guess what? The Suns don't play defense either. Nobody on the Suns plays defense. It's weird because this is kind of the first time that I've seen Pereira like not go out there and actually try fucking kill the guy inside 1 round. Like most of his appearances at 185, you've just seen him go out there and try fucking maul the guy. Like he nearly knocked out Anthony Hernandez inside like 30 seconds. He had Anthony Hernandez hurt. Michel is a bum. He's done minimal and he looks kind of gassed. Nah, Michel Pereira's a good fighter. He's not an elite UFC fighter, but he's a fun UFC fighter at least at 85. Strickland was never the same since. Strickland hasn't been the same after that Dricus 1 fight. After he lost that Dricus fight, he just has never been as fun as he was in the past. Did I watch USA basketball in the Olympics? Steve Kerr was a terrible coach. I watched a little bit of it, but like it's so hard to coach that USA basketball team because like if you think about it, like it's very difficult to coach people when you have all shit people. It's also difficult to coach when you have all of the best players in the NBA. Because like who do you give playtime to? Yeah, no, Pereira's gas tank is just fucked. It's interesting though, because like you've seen him at 185, like just smoke people inside a minute. But as soon as he's like the ultimate Hamza Chimaev, where if you get out of the first minute with Michel Pereira, you're good. But in that first minute, fuck, he's dangerous. Back body lock for Michel Pereira. See if he can try take down Abus Magomedov. Abus does a good job of fighting back to an over-under, gets away. It's super good work from Abus Magomedov. And this is like 2 people. One person who's changed what he's bad at and like started to work on what he's bad at. And one person who hasn't. I feel like Michel Pereira just doesn't work on his cardio. Abus has, clearly. He was always pretty boring, not going to lie. I don't know, like his first fight with Izzy was a scrap, bro. Like his first fight with Izzy was good. Bro, these 5 a.m. fight nights fucking kill me, man. Like, the fact that we have 5 a.m. this week, then 6 a.m. next week, then a pay-per-view the week after that, it's like, fuck, bro. Like, they just want my sleep schedule to be so torched. I recently got a lucky pull on 2K and got a 96 Amethyst Luca. That's dope. 1 minute 35 left in the second round. Pretty much all of Boost Magomedov. He's walking down Michel Pereira bit by bit now. I need this coffee to hit my bloodstream. That Izzy fight sucked. I liked that Izzy fight, bro. I was a big fan of watching that Izzy fight. He was like a masterclass, and he hurt Izzy first round too. The only reason we thought it was good is because Izzy was getting killed. I'm a big fan of Izzy. Like, I love Israel Adesanya. And I still thought that was a really, really good fight regardless. Harry, thoughts on who will be the youngest UFC champion in the next 5 years or so? The youngest UFC champion in the next 5 years ago. I would have said Umar, but I don't think it's going to be Umar now. Can I say Ilya will remain as the youngest UFC champion of like the last 5 years? Because I can't see that many people getting it. Like, who's young and has a chance? Raul, maybe. Abus just finished him in doggy style is crazy. Round 2, Abus just still walking down Michel Pereira. Michel Pereira has been a little bit more active this round, but he hasn't, once again, done a whole bunch. Fuck me, man. Tyra's not a bad choice. Tyra's not a bad choice. 15 seconds left in round 2. This round's kind of a 50-50 round too. It's still kind of all up for grabs. Third quarter, this Golden State Houston game, by the way. There's been like 100 points, 115 points scored combined. Bro, I opened my window for like 30 minutes just to try to get some air in. And all of a sudden, my nose is running, my eyes are itchy. Like, everything just fucking hay fever just hits me immediately. Pereira won round 2 based on significant strikes. Yeah, but significant strikes is such a bitch mechanic. Like, it's such a misleading mechanic because I swear there's ground and pound. I don't know what they count as a significant strike. I'd love to see it because most of the time I'll look at significant strikes and I'll be like, how the fuck did you score the fight that way? Like, how the fuck did you score a round that way? Because it just clearly did not happen like that. Harry1of1 is cooking Shmuel Gaziev in a street fight. Yeah, but that's not that difficult. Just run away for 5 minutes, tires that's it. How old is Jean Silva? Jean Silva's like 28, I think 28, 29 years old. None of those fighting nerds prospects are young. They're all pretty old. They need to strip Islam, make him fight Charles, and have Ilya versus Armin winner fight for the belt. They need to strip Islam. First of all, starting off, I don't really like that. They need to strip Islam, make him fight Charles, make Islam fight Charles after stripping him, and have Ilya versus Armin winner fight for the belt. Why would they not just do Islam Charles and then not strip anybody, and then do Ilya Armin, and have that be a #1 contender fight? Doesn't really make any sense. 2-0 Michel, both 10-8s. Both 10-8s. We're fucking tweaking. 2018 Abus. I'm probably closer. Like, I don't know. That round's difficult. I'm not really sure how to score that round. And I wasn't locked in for all of it either, so it's kind of hard to score it. How I know. That's me on some psychic shit. Why do their fans boo? It actually pisses me off. I know I sound like Joe Rogan, but I don't care. See, sometimes fans booing is acceptable, sometimes it's not. I feel like, especially if there's like if you have a fight like Jose Aldo against Mario Bautista, please boo them. Please boo them. Please get them to try do something. But then there's fights where like you're seeing super high level grappling, like Aljo Movsar, and you'll see people booing, and you'll be like, what the fuck are you doing, brother? Like, this is the UFC. Like, if you want to watch kickboxing, go watch kickboxing. Make the new guard Topuria, Armin, Paddy fight old guard Hooker, Gaethje, Oliveira. See, the thing is, I think the old card just comes through in that. Like, I think the old guard, Islam, Oliveira. I think that Armin. Actually, I don't know. Topuria and Armin are probably the best two out of all of those guys. It probably goes, actually, Oliveira, Topuria, Armin in terms of like the top 3 of those guys. 3 minutes 20 left inside round 3. It's actually a much closer fight than it was. Abus won the first pretty easily. The second round's been close, and then Michel Pereira's been coming on strong in the third. Alright, how about if Joaquin Buckley wins the UFC title probably against JDM, then he goes to fight for double champ status against Strikas? There's just no way. There's just no way. First of all, there's no way Joaquin Buckley's winning a UFC title in that division's way too stacked. Bro, of all the fights I expected not to go to decision, like this is like one of the top ones where I was like, there's no way this fight goes to decision. The next fight, like a Giga Jakadze fight, definitely going to decision. Oliveira lost to Armin, yeah, but I think that's a weird fight because if that's a 5-round fight, I think Charles wins. That's a 5-round fight. I think Charles wins. Oliveira's not above Armin or Topuria. I think he's above both. Like Topuria, there's questions. Armin, I think he's just a better fighter than what Armin is. Michel is tired from his walkout. I do think that has to have like a little bit of that has to take a toll something. Like if you full on sprint in your walkout. Abus hasn't really controlled the pace or controlled the dynamic like he did in the first round. These last 2 rounds have been close. How I know. That's me on some psychic shit. What's good, plastic toaster? Look at this guy Amir, man. He's just slacking. I have to go here now. Got to log back into YouTube just to delete this fucking bot, man. God, man. Where is this guy Amir when I need him, bro? Where's this guy Amir when I need him? Everybody's talking about mod me. But whenever I actually fucking need people, they're not here. God damn it, man. Amir's the worst mod, not gonna lie, bro. We're gonna have to start just cooking this guy, bro. Anytime he's not in here when I actually need him, we're just gonna have to start fucking barbecuing the guy. Just mod me, bro. I might have to unmod Amir. Dead ass. Is Amir finished? Has he fallen off? It's good, Fucci. Michelle still gas from the fluffy fight? No, that's crazy. That's like saying if Tom lands, he beats Jones. That's cope. I feel like the middleweight and welterweight divisions are stacked. Yeah, bro, they're fucking unbelievable, or are more stacked than ever. Yeah, like 185 and 170 are the most stacked divisions inside the entire UFC. It's not even close. I think that 170 has like the number 15 guy at 170 could be a champion at 205 and heavyweight. Harry, we should 10v1 Amir. No, that's crazy. See, 10v1ing Amir is kind of difficult though, because like you don't really want to attack in groups. You want to attack him person after person after person, because if you try to attack him in a group, he's just going to unleash the stink bomb. And then once he puts that stink bomb out there, like, you're just kind of fucked. 5 seconds left in round 3. I haven't actually paid that much attention to this round 3. Been a good scrap there. How are you boys scoring that? I'd win 30v1 against all Watch Party boys easily. Brother, you're fucking tweaking. The Watch Party boys are fucking cooking your ass. Armin should fight for the title shot, and Olives versus Topuria should fight for next. I love that, Polarman. Like, I think that's what it should be, but I don't think that's what it's gonna be. I'm a great mod, trust. See, look, everybody wants to be mod, but when the bots come in here, not everybody wants to delete the messages, yeah? A boost 3-0. I think I'd probably go a boost 2-1. If you're asking me my scorecard, it's probably a boost 2-1. Both these mofos did nothing and got tired. Yeah, but their cardio is fucked. Let's do some Wordle. I haven't done the Wordle for today. Bro, the Wordle's the last, because now I'm in the habit of doing Wordles, bro. And, bro, the Wordles the last few days have been difficult. There's been some very, very difficult Wordles. I'm back to grinding where, like, I do the shit with, like, the sweaty-ass word to start it. Where you get, like, 3 vowels out of the way just immediately. We've got D and E. Let's go Delop. I think that's a word. Not a word. Not a word. Decoy. Decoy's a word. Decoy's definitely a word. Decoy. Anna has the O in it. Imagine if... Hold on a minute, we're fucking cooking. Ledgery, pedry, medry, bedry, redry, fedry, ferry. No. It doesn't have a fucking D in it, you spastic. I do that shit way too fucking often, bro. I do that shit way too fucking often. It's actually crazy. Abus wins, by the way. Abus gets the decision. Why, bro, why does my brain get fucking hard locked onto a letter? No, see, I hate not having S's off the board and shit like that. Wedgery. Turdy. Teldy. Tendy. Temdy. Tebdy. Tepdy. I'm trying to think of fucking words. Because, like, we're actually in a good spot here. We actually have, like, a lot of letters. Jedry. Jerdy. Geldy. Jepty. Fuck, man. I feel like I should just do something where I get a bunch of letters off the board. Because I try to get it, like, in 4 is a good day. In 5 is what I usually get. Can't be tally, there's a D in it. There's a D somewhere in it. Bro, Abus is good. He's okay. He's not great. Like, he's decent, don't get me wrong. And he's one of those guys that got super unlucky. Because when you look at Abus's, like, first 4 fights inside the UFC, he, like, got Kaio, Brio, Sean Strickland. He just got all of the fucking terrible fights ever. What's a fucking good word for this, man? Because I want to get some words off the board. Besdy, is that a word? No. Or some letters off the board. Nelly. No. It needs to have a D. Bro, what fucking things have a D in it, bro? I'm fucking bugging. Weldy. Peldy. Peldy. Meldy. Neldy. Beldy. Zeldy. Bro, what the fuck are these? Bro, I swear my brain just goes to mush as soon as I start to do this shit, man. Teddy. I don't hate Teddy. I don't hate Teddy. Let's do Teddy. Fuck it. Because I'm kind of lost. Okay, so we know that there's not 2 Ds. We know that the D is in that second spot. This should be gettable from here. It should be gettable from here. Most of the time, they're real words, too. Most of the time, it's not like a word where you're like, what the fuck does that even mean? Most of the time, it's actually a word. But, like, bro, what the like, wedgedy, wetdy, Wesdy. Could be S, I suppose. S-E-L-D-Y. S-E-P-D-Y. Septy. Wepdy. Like, bro, what the fuck ends in D-Y? Like, what kind of fucking weird word is this that ends in D? Bro, it always gives you the most rogue words ever. Legedy. Bro, they're showing some fucking jujitsu ad. Bendy's a good one to look at. Bendy's a great one, actually. That's a great word. Not bendy. Fuck, we've got one left. We've got one left. We're in fucking trouble, man. Bro, if I don't get this here, this is embarrassing. If I don't get this here, this is embarrassing. Send? No. Like, bro, 90% of the time, it's a real word. I feel like it's gonna be a V somewhere in here. I feel like that just makes sense for like L-E-V-D-Y. Wedley? No. Weddy? No. Bro, what the fuck could this word be? It's not going to be needy. There's not 2 Ds. It's not going to be needy. Bro, it's not going to be needy. There's not 2 Ds. Oh, fuck. Just hard counting myself out of it? No. Okay, we're back. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We're cooking something up here. Maldy? Bro, I feel like it starts with M. I feel like it starts with M. Bro, it has to be a real word too. Like, it can't just be a bullshit word. Mechty? Kelpie? Caddy? Keddy? Bro, fuck me. See, look, we kind of got fucked here too because we got no letter in any of those. Needy has 1D. Needy does have 1D. I don't trust needy, though. No, it's not. No N. There's no N, so it can't be needy. There's no N. Weedy? I feel like... See, weedy's just like a random word, though. Like, I feel like it's not going to be something that's that random. Seedy, it could be seedy. Like seed, seedy. I feel like double E, it's not going to be there. I feel like it's not going to be a double E. Bro, it's got to be some shit like fucking P-E-L-D-Y or something. Like Peldy or Pekdy or Pejdy, Petty, Medi, Vedi, Seti, Deddy. Could be 2 D's as well. It could be like, oh, no, I can't because we got Teddy. Could be a Y. Could be like B-E or a fucking G-E-Y-D-Y. G-E-J-D-Y. Fuck me, man. I've got no idea. I'm low-key fucking... I'm stuck. Needy has 1D, yeah, but there's no fucking... It can't be double E. I forget what we did. There's someone up here that... Oh, no, there's no N in it. Bendy was a fucking good one. I'm surprised it's not Bendy. Do we just go with a rogue suggestion or something? Do we just go with a rogue suggestion? With like seedy or some shit, bro? Bro, Amir low-key does just go missing. Like, what are we doing here? I'm better start putting the timer on fucking Amir, man. Like, this guy's moving crazy. This guy's actually moving crazy, bro. Like, it's like 30 seconds. I have to log back in. I have to go back over here. I have to log back into my channel just so I can go get rid of this bot. Like, where is this guy, bro? This guy's fraudulent, man. This guy's so fraudulent, it's unbelievable. So fraudulent, it's unbelievable. Look at this fucking guy. I have to go up here. Fine, I guess I'll do it myself. Yeah, Amir's just fucking trolling. Like, why is this guy even a mod? Needy, it can't be needy. There's no N. It can't be needy. Seedy is just not going to be seedy. It's not going to be that. I refuse to believe that they're whacking out seedy as a word. Fuck it. We're just going to roll with it, man. We're going to roll with seedy. I know it's not going to be seedy. Yeah. Weedy? That's not a real word. You're trolling. You're trolling. What the fuck does this mean? Weedy's not a real word, but that's a bullshit word. A path covered with too many weeds. Fuck off, man. That's not a word. That's actually fucking horseshit, man. We just got hoed, dead ass, bro. We just got fucking hoed, man. That's bullshit. We actually just got hoed. I'm not even trolling. Like, that's fucked. That's actually fucked. I can't believe that. I can't fucking believe that shit, bro. Amir's watching Guru right now. What a fucking pussy. I told you I'm not Tism, bro. But, like, what kind of fucking bullshit word is that? Weedy? Like, weedy's a legit word? That's fucked. Actually, can't believe that. We low-key got scammed there. I'm not even trolling. We low-key got scammed. Spelling bee? Actually, I'm pretty sure these are pretty fun. I think that these are pretty fun. How many words can you make with 7 letters? Let's try the shit. H-O. All of them have to have a hog. Hog's a word. Oh, it's too short. What's the fucking thing? Right, this is actually not as easy. This is not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Bro, am I fucking actually dumb? No. Bro, I might actually be finished. I can't even make one word. Golan? Is Golan a word? Fuck. Bro, I actually can't even make a word. I'm not even trolling. Loin. Loin's a word. Yeah, we got one. No, you can't do names. Hoyle? Hoylan. Hola. Hola's a word. What? We're not doing fucking Spanish? That's bullshit. Bro, this is not goal. Goal's a word, bang. Go. No, there's no. There's no, like, a lot of them I'm thinking of, a lot of the ones that I'm thinking of have a T in it. Bro, this is not easy, man. This is not fucking easy. Bro, what the fuck? Am I bugging? Loan. Loan's a good one. Loan's a good one. Loan's a good one. Bro, but like, usually you're able to get like fucking 12. Like, this is all the things you can get to. You can get all the way to the end over here. Like, look, we're at fucking beginner right now, bro. We need some fat words. No, it can't be hauling. There's no U. It needs to have an O in it. It needs to have an O in it. Bro, stop. It needs to have an O in it, and there's no U there. Lion's a good one. I appreciate the 2 triple threat. Harry, you have to mod me. Amir sucks and I'm here. There's going to be real questions to be asked about Amir after the stream. There's going to be real questions to be asked about Amir after the stream. Alien. I feel like that's a word. That's not a word. That's not a word either. That's wow. I'm low-key fucking mind-blown. Bro, we can't lose that beginner, bro. We can't lose that beginner, bro. Long. Long's a good one. Long's a good one. Bro, bro, we might all be finished. Like, we can only get 4-letter words. You can't do 3 letters. 3 letters are too short. I won't let you do it. But it has to have O. It has to have O. A long's a great fucking word, brother. It's a great fucking word out of you. Hooligan's actually an all-timer. Hooligan's an all-timer. See, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now at least it's a little bit more respectable. Now, hooligan's a fucking fantastic word. What else do we have in here? There's got to be something. Eye-long. That's a word. That's a word. We're fucking bugging. That's a word. Bro, I wish there was a T here. A T, if this wasn't a H and it was a T, it would make everything so much easier. Is Nilo not a word? Going? Oh my god, brother, the guy's cooking. Going, such a fucking word. Gona. No. Close. Give me some more words. Halo. Halo's a great one. Halo's a great word. We need some. We need, bro, the gigafight's about to start. I think photosynthesis is crazy. Nonillion? How the fuck do you even spell that? Nonillion's not a word. According to them. Gooning. Gooning's a banger. Gooning's actually a fucking banger. Hello? Gooning's a word. Bro, they need to update their shit. Gooning's a word. Gong's a good one. Logo's a great one. Now we're starting to cook a little bit, boys. I feel like there's something here that I'm not seeing, man. Like, bro, Goliath is just right there for me. Goliath is right there for me, and I'm not getting it. Nagol? No. Okay, Gigafight's on. We're locking in. 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 We're locking back in, boys. We're locking in. We're locking in. We're locking in. Noon's a good one. Noon's a good one. I'll whack Noon in. That's the last one I'm putting in. That's the last one I'm putting in. Noon's in. 4 minutes 43. I'll get timer on. I'll get timer on. I don't know why I'm fucking saying the time. Timer. Someone needs a number. If you remember those ads, you're a goat. I highly doubt anybody in here knows those ads, though. The fight is going. Yeah, we're watching. We're watching. We're watching. We're locked in. Don't worry, boys. We're locked in. Nice little right hand by Giga Chikadze. Let's see. David Onama. Can he do what needs to be done? Bro, is fucking Giga Chikadze's at knockout cancer? Is that actually his at? Strands is better? What Strands? Is that the other one that you were telling me to play that was fucking dog shit when we were playing it? I was looking at it, I was like, bro, this makes no fucking sense. It was like, relate this shit. And I was like, bro, all of these are fucking related. 3 minutes 45 left inside round 1. David Onama currently kind of controlling the place, but Giga Chikadze, as soon as he fires, as soon as he actually gets to the inside, he's doing work. He's doing work as soon as he gets to the inside. Giga Chikadze kind of hopping around the ring, back and forth, back and forth. Harry, how do you feel about me fighting in an amateur fight? I've never took any martial art classes, but I study much MMA and I spar with bro. 5-1 current record against my big bro wins by submission. I'd always say train before you take an amateur fight, just because, like, it'll just make you more confident going in. Like, if you actually train before you go into a fight, you'll be way more confident than if you don't train. There'll always be that, like, what if? Strands is like word search. Yeah, where has Amir? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. People are calling for your head, Amir. There's been 3 bots in the chat. Amir's taken like 10-15 minutes to respond to all of them. I've had to delete 4 bots out of the chat. There's been a lot of people calling for your head, and honestly, I can't blame them. I can't blame them. There's been a lot of people saying Triple Tet will be a better mod. There's been a lot of people saying Polar will be a better mod. Polar's got a purple belt. This guy Amir doesn't even have a white belt. And honestly, they make a good argument, brother. They make a good argument. 2.5 minutes left inside round 1. We're halfway through this first round. Giga Chikadze, nice calf kick. David Onama trying to track him. David Onama, nice 1-2 on the inside. Managed to clip Giga. Kind of starting to stalk him now, bit by bit by bit, trying to walk him into that right hand. Nice uppercut, just goes a miss for David Onama. See, once they both get to the inside and land, they're doing good work and they're doing damage. It's just actually getting to that spot. Amir's mirroring it is crazy. Amir versus Harry sperm racing match? Nah, that's fucking trolly as fuck. 1 minute 45 left inside round 1. Nice, the left hook by David Onama. David Onama's doing a good job. He's doing a good job on the striking too, because Giga's a good striker. He's not like an elite 145-pound striker, but he's a very, very serviceable striker 145. And if David Onama can go right here and knock him out, it's big things for him. Why was Giga such an underdog, bro? Looks good. Was Giga an underdog in this fight? I thought he would have been a favorite going in. Vet ranked, like, hasn't looked bad in all of his last UFC fights. Amir's in the call center? No, that's fucking crazy. Call center Amir. 60 seconds left inside this first round. It's been a back and forth first round. Oh, Giga Chikadze just cracked him there. Bro, every time they both get hit, it seems like that they're fucking hurt. David Onama finally manages to get to his back, trying to take him down from here. Back body lock. If he gets a takedown, he could probably steal this round, especially if he can land some ground and pound. Manages to get the takedown, lands in half guard. He's trying to clear that leg. There's a bunch of different passes that he has from here. He can tripod, he can try wrist pin and like step over. There's a lot of different passes that he has. Polar should get a 3rd dan black belt. No, that's crazy. If Giga can go toe-to-toe with Arnold Allen, he should beat Onama with ease. Yeah, that's why I was surprised when people were like, you know, he was a big underdog. Giga manages to get back to his close guard, so we're not going to see a submission or a pass or anything from here. Maybe some nice ground and pound with 5 seconds left though. First round. I don't know if I'd give that to Giga. I don't know. That takedown might swing me. I don't know. That's me on some psyche shit. Onama didn't do anything on the ground. Yeah, but he did get the takedown, and on the feet, I think it was close enough to where that takedown is really going to matter. Who the fuck is that in his corner? Is that... What's that guy's name? Bro, why is his name fucking... Bro, I'm so bad with names. Good 145er. Lost Ilia Topuria in Ilia Topuria's debut. What is his name, man? Bro, what's that guy's name that's in David Onama's corner? I'm actually going to lose it. He's been really, really good in the UFC. He, like, had a shit run, then came back into the UFC, had a really, really good run since. Co-main event of a fight night not too long ago. Bro, what the fuck is his name? My God, I'm losing it. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. 45er, good as fuck 45er. His name is... Why is he so far down here? He's fucking gross. I must skip past him. I'm the... Yusuf Zalal. Yusuf Zalal. That's his name. That's his name. Yusuf Zalal. Bro, I'm so fucking bad with names. How did I forget his name? Names are literally one of the things that I'm worst at. Like, worst at by far. Like, there's people that I roll with every day at jiu-jitsu and I can't remember their names when I talk about them. How I know. That's me on some psychic shit. 4 minutes 30 left inside round 2. Just begun. David Onama is doing a good job of tracking down Giga Chikadze, trying to force him down onto that right hand. But Giga is just so explosive that, like, when he explodes, that, like, little explosion is so hard to read, and it's so hard to get your defense, your high guard up in time. If I was Onama, I'd like to see him use the jab a little bit more just to track him down, because that one big shot, if it lands, cool, but if it doesn't land, you're not getting anything. Onama shorts, crazy shorts. They're kind of like those Zhang Weili shorts, just without the gold on them. A lot of people saying 10-9 Giga Chikadze, but it was a close round. See, this is the fight that I'm expecting to go to decision. The other two fights on this card, I do not think will go to decision. Hey man, you and me are the same. No, that's crazy. 3 minutes 30 left inside round 2. Steph Curry's got 30, bro. Holy fuck. Golden State would have 82 in the fourth quarter, and Steph Curry has 30 of those, 82. God. Harry, most unorthodox fighters in every division. I did a video not too long ago, like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, about the most unorthodox fighters in every division. 3 minutes 10 left inside round 2. Ooh, David Onama, good shot on a double leg, manages to take him down. Now let's see what he can do from here. Does Giga Chikadze have a cut on his shin? See, I don't know why David Onama just did that. Because, okay, he's kind of fixed it for himself. He threw Giga Chikadze's shoulder over onto him, and I was like, you're just letting him re-guard for free. How I know. That's me on some psychic shit. 2 minutes 40 left inside round 2. David Onama inside control. Giga Chikadze not in the worst spot ever because he's up against the fence. You can at least use that for defense. But needs to try fight back, get his underhooks. Doing a good job of facing towards him. He needs to try create space for his knee. And David Onama is pretty just happy to sit here. David Onama's 2 of 2 on takedowns. See, this is where we need to see him do a bit of damage. Like the ground and pound, the elbows have to come down. We need to see him actually do something from here. So watch Jalen Green lose his dribble, this fucking bomb. 1 minute 55 left inside round 2. See, David Onama, like, I don't really like him just sitting in half guard and just kind of taking half guard as a position. Like, I'd like to see him try progress here and get to a further spot, get to a better spot. Harry, worst martial arts base for fighting? Probably Ho Jiu-Jitsu. Or Turkish World Wrestling is actually really good. I was going to say Turkish World Wrestling, but it's actually not bad. What's the worst one? Probably like Aikido or some shit. Like, there's never going to be an Aikido fighter inside the UFC. Unless Steven Seagal's doing a celebrity appearance. David Onama tried to sink in a shitty rear naked choke there. It was never going to work though. Giga Chikadze's got like this big cut on his shin. Almost similar to that, not Jack Shore. What's the guy's name? The cut that, is it Jack Shore? No, it's not. What the fuck is that guy's name? The guy who lost to Jonathan Brito in round 2 via cut in his leg. His name might be Jack Shore. Who knows? I'm pretty sure Jack Shore is the guy that makes videos. Don't think Jack Shore. Going for a guillotine now. David Onama gives up on it pretty fast. The good thing, at least for David Onama, is that this is his round. Really, no matter what happens, unless he gets knocked down in the next 40 seconds, this is his round. Because he's passed his guard, he's held him down. On the feeder is pretty close. Yeah, Tai Chi's not a bad answer. Onama learning from Torres Finney, yeah, about how to get UFC fighters to, or how to get UFC fans to hate you. Because you can't have me up till 4 o'clock in the morning and have me watching boring fights. I just won't do it. I don't know. That's me. I was on psychic shit. I haven't seen the Sandhagen vlogs. No, I haven't. I watched a lot of Tim Welch's vlogs though. They're pretty cool. Harry, weirdest yet effective martial art base for fighting. I think is Silat. Because I'm based in Southeast Asia. Is that the one where like they use sticks? It's like they use it a lot in the military. Oh, Nana thinks he's Bilal. That's not who the fuck you want to be. You do not want to be a Bilal replica. Bro, these guys have got me fucking tired, man. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Or it's 4 o'clock in the morning for me now. It's too late for this shit. Too late for wrestling. Thank God. The next 2 fights after this, Xang round 1 KO. Sends Anthony Smith to the grave, and then Ian Garry round 1 KO. I've foreseen it. I can see it happen, and I think I deserve it. Onama sucks. I don't mind him. I think he's okay. He's just a wrestler, but bro, I'm looking at fucking KD and D-Buck in this ad. How the fuck did the Suns not make the playoffs? They also don't even have their pick this year, I don't think. So, like, them not making the playoffs literally did nothing for them. Onama won round 1 besides a few seconds where he was hurt. Yeah, I don't know. Both of them are close. I think probably round 1, Giga Chikadze just sneaks. Round 2, Onama definitely wins. Onama, blood cut you. 4:33. Why is my timer fucked up? Why has it just changed where it is? There's no way. Oh no, here we go. We're back. Accidentally scrolled up a little bit. If Gary's gonna win, it's going all 5 rounds. No, I don't think so. I don't think Garry wins via decision. I just do not think that fight goes to decision. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left inside round 3. Giga Chikadze doing a good job with that jab. That one too. See, like, both of them are doing better when they can get to the inside. It's just that both of them, like, neither of them actually really want to engage. They kind of like to stay on the outside, throw jabs, throw that little calf kick. And I suppose the bad thing about it being 1-1 is that neither of them have to actually hunt anything. I need to fucking get most of this coffee in me, bro. Because I am feeling tired. I'm starting to feel it. Feeney landed 4 strikes. Yeah, that was one of the worst debuts I've ever seen. That was legitimately one of the worst debuts I've ever seen. Like, I heard all of this hype about Torres Finney coming off Dana White Contender Series. Everybody loved him. I watch him fight, and I'm like, bro, this is one of the most boring fights I've ever fucking seen. Holy shit. Whereas, like, this fight actually hasn't been bad. It's kind of been a scrap. If you think, I will prove you wrong. Garry wins via round 2 or round 3 via KO, TKO. I fully agree. I love that prediction, Rita. I love that prediction. Prates round 4 KO. There's just no way. It doesn't happen. Carlos Prates is too much of a bum to knock out Ian Garry. Ian Garry's just a better fighter in every single way. Once again, this is another round where it's like fucking impossible to score. Like, how are you meant to score this round? This round's just literally dead ass impossible to score. If you think I will prove you wrong. 2 minutes 15 left inside round 4. 2 minutes 5 seconds. Like, I do not know how to score this, because if you're thinking about how you score this shit, Giga Chikadze, yes, he's technically on top, and yes, this is technically control time, but he's in Giga Chikadze's guard, and he's not landing any ground and pound, and he's just kind of like being neutralized right now. So how are you scoring this? Like, because it is control time, but he's not doing anything with the ground and pound. He's not actually, there's not any danger, but neither is there any danger from Giga Chikadze. Like, Giga's not throwing up triangles. He's not trying to get arm bars. He's not actually really trying to advance the position, but neither is David Onama. Harry, we're both Ian Garry Glazers. Shit, you know me. Real ones. That's what we are. Not Ian Garry Glazers. We're both real ones. This is starting to get kind of boring, though. I'm not going to lie to you. This was the fight I was expecting to be a decision, though. I'll take this fight being a decision provided the next two are finishes. Provided the next two are finishes. Twerk, bro, Giga, you gotta start twerking when you get to that situation. He does a good job of getting his guard back there, though. Because that was sticky for a second. Giga Chikadze had like one knee over. He was like in like a 3/4 guard. Or a 3/4 mount. I'm back, Harry, don't worry. Pad Thai caught up to me, bro. Those can get you. Those can get you. The Chinese, the Thai, like all of that shit, you're going to pay for that later. You're paying for it now and you're paying for it later. Onama's just hugging his waist for the last 5 minutes. Yeah, and he's probably going to win the fight because of it, just because UFC judges don't know how to score fights. 3 minutes or 4 minutes left in this Golden State Rockets game, by the way. 4-point game. Draymond Green got fouled on his way to the... What is that, 5 fouls? Oh, Dylan Brooks fouled out, did he? Bro, I was so confused. I was like, why did the entire crowd stand up and just start waving him off? Onama probably wins that fight 29-28. Wouldn't hate seeing it go the other way. It's a close fight. It's kind of a boring third round. First and second round were pretty good, though. Harry, we need Juliana Pena twerking if she wins in UFC 316. She's bad, brother. You need some help, Rita. You need some help, Rita. I completely agree with you on the Ian Garry take. That one's fucked. Giga 2-1 on damage, but it's close. Yeah, see, I think like that's a close fight. I really don't think, unless you have 30-27 any way that can like that people can really object to who wins that fight. That's just a close fight. That was a good fight. I feel like if that fight was like a little bit earlier on in the card, it would have been like a really good fight. Or if it was like right after a KO, it would have been a really, really good fight. But it's just the decisions are starting to get to us, you know what I mean? The decisions are starting to get to us. If you think, I will do you wrong. Bro, look at this fucking shit, bro. Look at the shit that they have on this, bro. I looked at the little auction place that I go to see all the shit that I want to get. Look at the first things that pops up. What is this? An electric car imported in Ireland 2020, but it has never been registered with almost no miles. 4 to 6 hour charge. Maximum speed 80 kilometers an hour. Damn, what the fuck? Original cost is in the 10K range when it was imported. They're both working and driving well. They're very cheap to run. Approximately €2 for 100 kilometers. Damn, that's not bad. If you're exporting them or using them on private roads that are good to go. If you're planning to use them in roads in Ireland, check out getting them registered first. No warranties or refunds on these cards. You are bidding on the red one. Starting bid is 1,400. We're bugging. 1,400 for these. Then just a bunch of fucking scooters and shit. See, I don't really fuck with this shit. The shit that I fuck... Oh, that's kind of hard. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You could entice me in an electric skateboard. You could entice me in an electric skateboard for sure. David Onama wins via unanimous decision, by the way. 29-28. Don't love it, don't hate it. I also like these. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. There's something we could look at those, brother. We could look at those. I'll look at this in my own time, though. Let's get a mini game going. Let's get a mini game going. No damage is crazy. It is kind of crazy that he had 0 damage when the fight, but like that's just how it gets scored. Unfortunately, that's literally just how it gets scored. Bro, there's a lot of good stuff in this auction that I'm looking at. They've got some Apple watches. They've got, hold on, they're fucking cooking here. They've got a bunch of these like Hawaii watches. They've got a gaming desk over here. How big's this gaming desk? Because I low-key do need a desk. I need a new desk. The desk that I'm on right now is like a picnic thing. Or it's just like a fold-up desk that like you'd use outside. And I was just like, fuck it, you can give me that. I'll whack it down. I'll use it. Right, they've actually got some hard shit in this. I'm actually going to have to deep look into this. Yeah, that's going to have to deep look into that. They've got a lot of good shit. Okay, for later, though. For later. Okay, what did I... where are the websites that we usually go to? Your daily UFC trivia. That's where we go to. MMA fighting. How do I find the... Yeah, okay, let me go over here. Your daily UFC trivia game. Let's see. Some of these are ridiculously hard. Like, some of these are just crazy hard. We're going to try see if we can get this one. A lot of them, it's just fucked out. Like, a lot of them, you're looking at it and you're just like, how am I meant to get this? I'm hoping that they have former UFC flyweights already going to be difficult. This is already going to be difficult. Former UFC flyweight who won, Andre Arnana, 129-28. Give your opinions on Max versus Dustin 3. I think Max wins via KO. Rockets Warriors is a banger right now. Let me stare up and see what the score is. The Warriors are up 8 with 2 minutes 43 left, so they're probably going to win. Former UFC flyweight. Who's a retired flyweight inside the UFC? They're talking about the Jamal Hill Khalil Roundtree UFC Azerbaijan fight. Let's go. Who's someone that DJ defended against? They've got Kansas City Royals people there. I'm pretty sure that's a baseball team. Baseball's one of the only sports that I don't watch. Baseball and hockey I don't watch. Let's go Jussier Formega. You don't have him. I'm trying to pick obscure people and you're telling me that you don't have him. Jussier Formega is actually a good fighter too. Who else is there? Who else is there that's a former... John Dodson. John Dodson, former UFC flyweight. 17 UFC appearances. So that. Don't mind Ray Borg. Not sure if he had 17 UFC appearances, but I don't mind Ray Borg. Infamously decided to forego waiting for title shot to take fight to stay busy, which... Oh my. That just ruined my day. That just deadass ruined my day. Reading the second last word ruined my day. How the fuck am I meant to get this shit, man? These guys love picking fucking women fighters. Like, what fucking feminist is running this shit, man? Which she lost. I don't know. Let's do... What? Why is it a woman fighter? Jillian Robertson. Let's try that. Ended career on a 2-fight winning streak. Like, I don't fucking... Carla Esparza? I don't know. Defeated Marina Moros in final fight at UFC 299. This actually should low-key be gettable. This should low-key be gettable. UFC 299, who's on that card? That was that Sean O'Malley Dustin card? Or the Sean O'Malley Cheeto. Yeah, it was Sean O'Malley Cheeto. Dustin fought Benoit Saint Denis. Who else was on that card? Who else was on that card? I can't remember. This was definitely a prelim on this card too. This is actually gettable. This is actually gettable. Former, so flyweight was good at some point because she was in contention for a title shot. Who the fuck is it? Who fought on 299? I've got no idea. I can't lie, boys. I've got no idea. We might just have to fire out a guess. Ended career on a 2-fight win streak, which is weird. Who ends their career on a 2-fight win streak? Vet at 125. Let's try Joanne Wood. It is Joanne Wood. I just looked at the chat and someone said Joanne Wood, so I was like, fuck it, we'll try it. We're low-key, we're just not doing the women ones anymore. Like, the women ones are fucked. The men ones are at least decent. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? 16, like, who 8-8 inside the UFC? What the fuck are we doing? No, fuck this. I'm not doing this one. Give me another one. Give me someone that's actually, like, gettable, bro. Former WEC and UFC champ. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking. 42 pro MMA fights. Fucking hell. 42 pro MMA fights. Damn, who the fuck has 42 pro MMA fights? Dominic Cruz? Dominic Cruz. It could definitely be Dominic Cruz. Could definitely be Dominic Cruz. Wow. Retired from MMA after loss in Bellator in 2023, then unretired to sign with GFL. Now who knows? It's Anthony Pettis. It's not Anthony Pettis? What? I'm low-key tweaking, bro. I'm tweaking. Bro, who the fuck is this? Since MMA retirement, lost Anthony Pettis in karate combat and 1-1 for Misfits Boxing. Misfits? Is that not fucking KSI's company? Oh, Tyron Woodley. No, Tyron Woodley didn't lose to Anthony Pettis in karate combat, did he? Did Tyron Woodley lose to Anthony Pettis in karate combat? Then unretired time with GFL, now who knows? Since MMA retirement, Benson Henderson, that's who it is. Benson Henderson. Benson Henderson, definitely. Yeah, Benson Henderson. Okay, everybody's saying Benson. Everybody's saying Benson. Okay, so a lot of people got Benson. Beat Jorge Masvidal and follow UFC fight before signing with Bellator. Bro, I was so confused when it wasn't Anthony Pettis. I was like, who the fuck is this? Contender Series veteran. Okay, Contender Series veteran at least means it has to be recent. Like, it fucks me when it just gives me a UFC fighter like a women's 125er from 2009 that was 4-4 inside the UFC. But Contender Series veteran means that they actually could be decent. Let's go Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, let's see, can we get him? 3-3. Oh, fucking hell, man. Who's on a 3-fight loss streak? 3-3 inside the UFC. I don't know, just fire out somebody that was a good prospect and is now on a big loss streak. I hate to say it. Could it be? No. It's not Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley I picked and definitely has more than 6 fights inside the UFC. Contender Series vet that's just been kind of shit. Who was on, like, there's so many Contender Series guys that have just been kind of shit. Fight just started, the fight has not started. They're still showing Anthony Smith promos. Mike Mallow's not a bad guess at all. We just don't have him down here. Like, why do we not have him down here? Peyton Talbot in 2 fights. I'm trying to think who was on Contender Series. Cameron Simon, I think, was on Contender Series. Simon. No. Mike Bowen. I don't know who the fuck that is, but fuck it, we'll try it. If you're down here. See, this is my problem. Like, they do this fucking game, but then they don't have half the fighters in the fucking UFC. Like, what is that shit? Jamal Hill's actually a great guess. No. One UFC debut by DQ. One UFC debut by disqualification. There's not that many UFC fighters that have won a fight via disqualification. There's the guy that got bit, Andre Lima. Andre Lima, it's not him, though, because he's not 3-3. Disqualification. DQ is a fucking weird one. Steve Verseg didn't win his debut via DQ, though, did he? I don't actually remember his debut. I don't think he did. I'll try it. It's not Steve Verseg. No, it's not Steve Verseg. I tried Cameron Simon. It's not Cameron Simon. One UFC debut by disqualification. Bro, somebody in the UFC, like, how many fucking DQs? Like, there's not that many DQs that I ever remember. Bro, they're showing a shitload of promo before this fight, too. Like, you just know that we're getting a shitload of promo for the Ian Garry fight as well. Jesse Taylor? If it's a woman, I'm fucked. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my god, I don't give a fuck who it is. We're skipping the next quiz. Bro, what fucking feminist is running this? How many UFC fighters are there? There's gotta be fucking, like, fuck this shit, bro. Stop giving me women fighters. Bet in UFC, Bellator, World Series fight, and even Shark fights. Dominic Cruz has been in all of those promotions. Fuck you, man. Bro, MMA fighting are pissing me off, bro. MMA fighting are pissing me off. We might actually just chalk them. We might actually just chalk MMA fighting. Because 5 fights is way better. I swear 5 fights is way better than MMA fighting shit. And they actually have fighters down here. See, 5 fights is kind of annoying, though, because, like, I feel like they make them too easy. We need to find the middle ground. Like, MMA fighting is giving me an unranked women's 125er that went 2-1 in her career from the fucking 1980s. 5 fights actually, like, gives you decent people, but they're too easy. Like, Figgy, Kai Kara France, Figgy, Alexander Pantoja. Wonder who that is. It's actually a good question. I do wonder who that is. It's not Moreno, though, because Moreno's fought since then. Moreno fought Albazi. It's not Moreno. Moreno's fought Albazi since then. Unless it is Moreno. I think this is fucked up as shit before. I'm just going to guess Moreno. Yeah. See, this is just not up to date either. Bro, I need somebody to design a fucking good UFC minigame. Is that too much to ask for? Where's the UFC Wordle? What's the UFC Wordle called again? Fidel, that's what it's called. This one's kind of fucked too, but fuck it, we'll try it. It's not bad. We might as well go through all the fucking mini games while we're here. It's just 5 fights, not last 5 fights, is it? Damn. Is it really? I thought it was last 5 fights. No, that is last 5 fights because it's his last fucking 5 fights. Okay, not bad. This isn't bad. That's a decent first guess. 18 wins, more than 21 fights, debut year, birth year, so older than Sean O'Malley. Let's go. Not a 135er, 145er. 18 wins. Go Shavkat Rakhmonov. No, Shavkat's younger than that. Let's try to get somebody that's pretty fucking old. Someone that's like 35 years old. Adesanya's got close to that many wins. He's got more wins than that, I know, but like I'm just trying to get a middle and light heavy. Okay, so he's either a middleweight or a light heavyweight. A light heavyweight with 18 wins is a fuckload. Birth year above 1989. Yeah, I'm Blakovic. Because this guy's fucking old. No. Middleweight. 18 wins. Debut year in 2015 or 2016. 41 fights or less than 29 fights, 18 wins. Who the fuck could this be? Who could this be? 18 wins. 18 wins at middleweight, 185. Who's there? Could be Michel Pereira. Could be, I'm trying to just think of the rankings. Could be Nasruddin Imavov. No, Imavov debuted. Because it needs to be someone that's been in the UFC for a while as well. Like 2014 is, or 2015, 2016 means that they've been in the UFC for like nearly 9 years. So they were probably younger. So they were probably really, really. I don't fucking know, man. So it's like a vet at 185. It's a vet at 185 that hasn't fought a lot. Because 18 wins, but less than 29 fights. So they're probably like 18-10 or 18 or they could be like 18-5. Middleweight, 18 wins. We'll try Strickland. I actually don't hate that guess. I should have known that he's not from US. So he's not a middleweight either. What? So what? He's gone between. Is it Jared Cannonier? No. Yeah, because Jared Cannonier is way older than Sean Strickland. So how was he? So he's not a light heavyweight. So what? He's like a. What is he? A 170 pounder then? What the fuck? I'm mad confused. Sean Strickland was also a bad guess. Sean Strickland's got a fuck ton of wins. Is it Shavkat? No, it can't be Shavkat. Shavkat's not that old. Who at 170 is a vet inside the UFC, but doesn't have a lot of wins? or is a vet, but didn't have a lot of fights when they were getting inside the UFC. The fight starting, I know. I can see when the fight starts, they're still walking out. Anthony Smith is still walking out. Leon. Go through the things. Leon, I think, has the age checklist, yes. Country's good. Fights. How many fights does Leon have? I think Leon's got more than 18 wins, though. Leon's got more than 18 wins. Right? What's Leon Edwards' record? Could have 18. I suppose there's a chance he has 18. Leon. Bro, how many fucking divisions has this guy been in? How's he in welterweight, middleweight, and middleweight / light heavyweight? Who's just been in every fucking division? Joaquin Buckley? Joaquin Buckley's not a bad guess either. No, because he's not from the US. Not from the US. Bro, who has gone up at every fucking division? Leon's been in the UFC for like 14 years, yeah, but it actually wasn't a terrible guess. The wins was the only thing that I didn't know, and now it kind of makes sense. Now when I see Leon Edwards' record, I can see like 22-5 or whatever. It's not going to be MVP. MVP debuted in the UFC way later than 2018. Holland has way more fights than 28. Bro, who the fuck could this be that's fought at all 3 divisions? Holland's also from the US. Style clue available? What's the style? Muay Thai. Huh? Am I fucking bugging? Muay Thai has fought at middleweight, light heavyweight, and 170. It's not Rumble. It's not Rumble. It's not UFC debut, is it? I'm pretty sure it is. Leon Edwards debuted. That seems right. 2014 in the UFC seems right. 2014 seems right for Sean Strickland as well. And 2017, I'm nearly sure is right for Sean O'Malley. Darren Till, it's not. He's not from the United Kingdom, so it can't be Darren Till. Bro, I'm fucking mind blown with this shit. I'm actually fucking mind blowing, bro. It's not Till. It's not Till. He's not from the UK. He's not from the UK. I've got no fucking idea who this could be. 18 wins. Debut in 2015 or 2016. Has fought at welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight, but doesn't currently fight at any of those. So he either fights at 55 or heavyweight right now. Is there a heavyweight that's just like bulked up all the way? I have fucking no idea, bro. I literally have no idea. I'm trying to think of heavyweights that have like gone all the way through it. Like there's very few fighters that have gone through 4 divisions. It can't be Rumble. He's not from the US. He's not from the US. It literally can't be Rumble. It cannot be Rumble. He's not from the US. Luke Rockhold. It can't be Luke Rockhold. He's not from the US. Not from the US. He's not from the UK. Okay, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. This fight's about to start. Everybody use your brains, boys. Use our brains. Because we're going to need to come back to that one. Where's the timer? If you think, Phil is from England. England and the UK is the same thing in this. Leon Edwards is technically also from England. England is in the United Kingdom. Do the nickname guess. We need to get one. We need to get what 5 more wrong before we get the nickname. Oh damn, they're coming out fucking striking early. Oh shit, where's Tommy? My bad. My bad. Let's go Lionheart. No, let's go, bro. We need to see some fucking new blood at that 205 pound division. Let's go fucking Ming Yang Zhang. And Ming Yang Zhang, Harry1of1 prospect last year. Bro, you can tell. I can smell a KO coming here. I can smell a KO coming here. Anthony Smith just kind of looks not that composed in there right now. Like he looks like he's just shelling up. He could go in here with the game plan to wrestle Ming Yang Zhang. That's the one thing we haven't really seen from him is wrestling. We've seen that he's got a shit ton of power, but the wrestling we don't know. Throw an elbow. Throw an elbow. Get an elbow in the middle. Get an elbow off the break. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Nice. Nice elbow. Ming Yang Zhang in space is dangerous too. He's dangerous in space. Oh, damn. He's cracking Anthony Smith. Nice, nice right hand. He's a good finisher too. Where like Ming Yang Zhang, he's not just going to headhunt as soon as he goes to the bottom, as soon as he gets you hurt. Does a good job breaking down Anthony Smith's guard there with a little uppercut into a right hand. He's calf kicked a lot inside this first minute and a half too. Try to take away some of Anthony Smith's explosiveness. Ming Yang Zhang felt that though, got to the clinch, got hit with a little elbow, kind of like shakes it off. Another nice elbow by Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith doing like the weird John Jones shits where like he sticks his hands out and literally holds your glove. And as soon as he gets a hold of his glove, he's throwing an elbow off that. Damn! Ming Yang Zhang hit him with an elbow that I didn't even think was a huge elbow, and Anthony Smith is leaking, like full-on leaking blood from his forehead. Holy fuck. Like he is really badly cut. Nearly halfway through round one. Ming Yang Zhang, this is going to be one of the first rounds. If Anthony Smith can get out of the first round with him, it's going to be like the first 10 fights that he's been out of the first round. Anthony Smith can definitely feel that fucking cut. Starts looking up at him a little. Starts, oh my God, he's elbowing him more. Fucking hell, that cut is huge, man. Ming Yang Zhang has him hurt. There's elbows. Anthony Smith's in trouble. Shoots for a takedown. Ming Yang Zhang does a good job defending it. Yeah, he's got back up. Ooh, Anthony Smith goes back to a double leg. Good sprawl. Needs to be careful with the back of the head here, Ming Yang Zhang. Why did he just shush the crowd? Who the fuck did he just shush? He's just sprawling. He just randomly goes to shush the crowd. Get away from his guard. Stand him up, stand him up, stand him up. Stand, bro, just back away and stand him up so you don't have to sprawl every 2 seconds. He tried to illegally knee him for a second there. Anthony Smith would definitely take the victory this time with that illegal knee. Can you not hit people in the spine? I didn't even know that was a rule. Bro, Anthony Smith is legitimately leaving a fucking pool of blood wherever he goes. Bro, Ming Yang Zhang, can we please use a little bit of fucking fight IQ here and just tell the guy to stand back up? Anthony Smith goes to his back. Yeah, the referee should call this, honestly. Referee should call this soon. Anthony Smith just doesn't want to be in there right now. You can kind of feel that. He's fucking leaking from the head. Like, Jesus Christ, that cut is leaking. His head's like fully nearly split open. Anthony Smith is, yeah, this one's going to get called soon. Anthony Smith trying to fight it a little bit, but he's just getting elbowed. Referee's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He stops it. Ming Yang Zhang with another round one finish. Anthony Smith leaves the UFC in a pool of his own blood. Fucking hell, bro. That was nasty. That cut is huge on his forehead. Jesus. He's got 2 cuts on his forehead. Like, that cut is leaking bad, bro. Anthony Smith, you can kind of see that he just didn't want to be in there. He really didn't want to be in there. He almost just like fell back to his back and just like... He's saying to the doctor, at least I think he's saying to the doctor, is it bad? Is it bad? Which it looks pretty fucking bad, I can't lie to you. Who's he giving the middle finger to? He's pointing at somebody in the crowd, giving him the middle finger. What the fuck? He's trying to fight in the crowd. Oh, Anthony Smith's getting rowdy here. Getting rowdy with somebody in the fucking crowd, pointing at somebody in the crowd, giving him the middle finger. Some fat guy in the crowd, bro. What the fuck? Some like 400-pound guy in the crowd with a Nebraska, with a little Nebraska fucking jersey on. He's pointing at him at the crowd, trying to fight him, giving him the middle finger. This is a bit of fucking entertainment. Bro, the cutman's still trying to do something about the cut on his forehead. Like he's wiping it every 2 seconds, but it's just fucking leaking everywhere. How far are you behind? I'm not that far behind, I don't think. I can't be any further ahead, I'll tell you that much, bro. Because this is the legal way to get it. Jones went to decision with Smith by decision. by logic, Ming Yang Zhang would beat John Jones. Shit. He has the same right that Tom Aspinall does. Punch through him. That fight was hard to watch. Yeah, Anthony Smith just doesn't want to be a UFC fighter anymore. Like, you can tell that Anthony Smith is out on being a UFC fighter. Was that the elbow that did it, bro? It's like a nothing elbow. If you didn't see it, or if you're not watching right now, essentially, Anthony Smith's coming inside and Xang just hits him with like an elbow like this. Like, it wasn't even like a full-on gets a bunch of power into it. He hits him with like a that kind of elbow, and it splits his head open right here, like a full-on split in his head. And then he just attacks him from there. Thoughts on Ming Yang Zhang? Is he the future? But I've been high on Ming Yang Zhang for years. If you go back to my 2023 prospect list, I was talking about him when he had one fight inside the UFC, going, bro, this guy's one of the guys at 205, I promise. Travesty that this bum got a better send-off than Stipe. Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy that Stipe didn't get like a little montage thing when he was leaving. Bro, who the fuck did Anthony Smith want to fight in the crowd? Some little fat guy in the crowd, bro. It's so funny. You see Anthony Smith about to climb the cage, Khabib Conor style, then just some fat guy in the crowd like, hey man, I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. Bloodiest fight in a while, yeah. It was kind of crazy. His head's just fucked. He's now Kennedy Nzechukwu. Harry, I'm still sticking with my prediction. Garry wins by round 2 or round 3 via KO/TKO. I agree with your prediction, brother. Kennedy would get smoked by Xang? Yeah, he would. Kennedy also had to leave 205. Is this Anthony's retirement? Yeah, he said that he was retiring win or loss. So he's definitely retired. Okay, let's go back to the real shit that matters. Vital. I've got to see this shit, man. Who could this possibly fucking be? Okay, we have to get the division. Let's just throw somebody in here for a division. I kind of want to get like a debut year or a birth year or something. So let's try to get somebody that has like a specific year that they debuted in, or a specific birth year or something like that. I feel like age would be a big one if we could get it locked in. We already do have it locked in pretty much. He's either 34, 33, or 32. So he's not that old. What a 3 fucking divisions. 18 wins. Debut year 2016 or 2015. Like, I have pretty much everything about the guy. I just don't know who it is. Muay Thai. England and UK isn't the same for the game for some reason, really? Okay, let me check. Let me check Darren Till then. Okay, so it is Darren Till. Why is England and the UK not the same thing? That fucking threw me off completely. And why are they giving me this bullshit? Like, Ming Yang Zhang wins via round 1 KO, gets his hand raised. Let's do guess the fighter by the emoji. Gorilla. This is because of his nickname. This is because of his nickname. Do not take this out of context. This is because of his nickname. Yeah, got it right first try. Rumble was born in the US. Correct. But it said it's not the US. Is that a word tour or your girls tour? Rockets lost. Yeah, bro. The Rockets are fucking bums. I'm not going to lie to you. You should have just not made the playoffs to get a better draft pick. Now, finally, we have the main event coming up. Finally, we have Ian Garry going up against Carlos Prates. We're going to get 40 minutes of commercials because the UFC need to fill their time. Now, let's just see Garry get flatlined, and my weekend is okay, even though Real Madrid lost. Damn, did Real Madrid lose? I thought they were winning. Is that a word tour or girls tour? This ain't what she meant when she told you to. Bro, you know what's kind of crazy about, like, well, I suppose I'm just kind of shit at it. You know the way some people are able to, like, break down song lyrics and be like, this is what he means when he says this, this, and this. I'm probably the worst person on the planet at doing that shit, because whenever I, like, see a Drake lyric or whatever, like, I could listen to the same song 100 times and still pick up on something new on the 101st time. Like, I didn't realize in that Drake song, The Bar, that I was just singing where he said, where he's like, is this a world tour or your girls tour? I got that bit. But then I didn't know the bit where he was like, this ain't what she meant when she told you to open up more. I was thinking to myself yesterday, I was like, holy fuck, that's a bar. Because obviously he's talking about, like, opening up, doing the first set, doing that, like, warm-up set thing. Anthony Smith brought his family just to get KO'd. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Like, I don't know. I don't like bringing family to any fights, really. I think it just makes you, like, there's never really an occasion where you perform better. Damn, Anthony Smith has 60 professional MMA fights, bro. Harry, I'm watching you while taking a shower right now. I'm waiting for the Ian fight. Shout out you, Rita. Shout out you, brother. Is that a word tour or your girl's tour? This ain't what she meant when she told you to open up more. What the fuck highlight are they showing in the Canadian Football League on above me? We're on 33 on the fucking top 50 plays. Jesus Christ. Is there any sport on right now? Is there any sport other than the UFC? So or do I just get an instant replay for the UFC? Because I could easily do that. What fight had more blood? This or Ralby versus Rebecca? Or Ralby versus Rebecca for sure. Like, this fight didn't even have too much blood. It was just one bad cut. It was just one bad cut that, like, started fucking leaking everywhere. Let's walk on NFL Network. Fuck it. Let's see the draft. They're showing Shadur Sanders at his draft party. Little did this guy know. They're at round 1, pick 9, and he didn't get picked. Little do they know that he's not going to get picked until fucking day 3. Avalanches versus Stars. I don't actually watch the NHL. Is the NHL good to watch? How many of the boys in here watch the NHL and actually enjoy watching the NHL? Because I can't think of, bro, why the fuck is Jelly Roll talking about Anthony Smith's retirement? What the fuck? Such a random ass crossover. Anthony Smith's such a huge what if, because it's like, what if he just says, oh yeah, I'll take that John Jones win, you know what I mean? Like, I respect him a lot more for not doing it, but what if he is just like, yeah, no, I'll take that John Jones win, thanks, appreciate it. Bro, there's a lot of technology in this auction tomorrow that we're gonna have to look at. We're gonna have to look at a lot of this technology. Because I think I could, you know, not only make some bread, but there's some ring lights in here. We've got some shit. We've got some shit that I'm gonna need to look at getting tomorrow. A lot of technology in this. Bro, there's like these shitty ass headset too. There's like these shitty ass headsets too. Okay, I need to stop looking at this. Bro, I get too addicted when I start looking at like auctions and shit, bro. I just get like fully locked in and I can't lock in on anything else after. My mind just loves the idea of auctions and scrolling through all the different pages of auctions. Oh, there's so many good things in here, though. There's so many upgrades that could be made. Look at this shit, like wireless speakers, new keyboard, new mouse, everything. €24 seems like pretty fucking new monitor. Hold on a minute, boys. There's some shit here that we might have to invest in. You might see me with a new monitor, like new chair. To be fair, the chair that I have right now is good. I actually fuck with this chair hard. I got it off Amazon for like €60 and it's never sold me wrong. Coffee machine. See, bro, auctions are a dangerous thing for me because I'll just scroll through the shit. I'll never use a coffee machine ever. I just get that instant stuff that's like rocket fuel and use that. But bro, it's dangerous because you could see me get these random earphones that I've never heard of before in my entire life that come from China and I'll be like, but for €7, I'll do it. UFC should be ashamed giving Smith a montage. Yeah, bro. Giving Smith a montage and not fucking Stipe Miocic a montage is fucking crazy. Like, I don't even know what these things are, but since it's there, I might try to get them. What the fuck's a Bluetooth turntable? Oh, it's one of these things? One of those, like, Bro, I don't understand the appeal in these. I really don't understand the appeal in these. Like, what the fuck is the point in this? What a wire or earpiece, please. Who's it? Like, look, there's a lot of, bro, that's a good headset. That's a good headset for €50 as the current bid. €50 as the current bid. That's a good ass headset. Like, these are dog shit, but like, there's some gems in here. There's some fucking gems in here. I don't even know why I'm fucking showing this. I'm tweaking. I just woke up to watch the Fighting Nerds winning streak, and I'll even be mad. I'm praying for Ian Garry, even though I don't believe. Anthony Smith gets a montage, but Stipe doesn't, bro. Trust me, it's fucked. The UFC's fucked. I don't know how it happens. Like, Anthony Smith, I like and all, and it's cool that he gets a montage, but it's like they're spending a fucking bunch of time on him just to fill the time. You know what I mean? Just because it hasn't lasted as long as they thought they would. Bro, there's a microphone here that is fucking very expensive in real life. That is not very expensive there. A wire or an earpiece, please. Anthony Smith puts his gloves down, finishes his UFC career. I'm happy for Anthony Smith. I think he probably could have ended it like a year ago or so. I think he's probably stayed in the UFC for a little bit too long. But I'm still happy that like he gets the send-off that he deserves. It's just kind of annoying that he got it and other people didn't. Because I think there's a lot of people that have deserved that Anthony Smith send-off that haven't got it. Oh, there's so much shit here. Fucking some electronics store must have just gone out of fucking business. Because there's no way that there's just all of these like controllers and Wi-Fi's and fucking shit and earbuds and everything. And like good ass headsets. Anthony Smith got a montage because he was closer to beating John Jones than DC or Stipe as top 10 light heavyweights ever. Anthony Smith's legacy wouldn't even be dust beneath Stipe's shoes yet, but like Anthony Smith and Stipe are just in completely different, like we're in completely different sides of the thing. Like Anthony Smith is cool and all, don't get me wrong, I like Anthony Smith. I think he's a good UFC fighter. Someone who like got a lot out of his potential. Like someone who wasn't meant to be the greatest UFC fighter ever, turned out to be a pretty good UFC fighter. But like Stipe's the greatest heavyweight of all time. Stipe is a top 10 fighter of all time. And Stipe in his prime against John Jones in his prime is a close fight. Anthony Smith in his prime against John Jones in his prime is a whitewash. What an absolute bum. Nah, Anthony Smith is good. He's just not that good. He's just probably not montage worthy. And the problem is, look, we're getting a montage now. I guarantee you we're getting a montage. We'll get Ian Garry, Carlos Prates. We'll get another fight promo for that. And then maybe they might actually start the fight by 5 a.m. Like, there's just no need. Just get this shit rolling, man. Get us going through these fights, man. Please. Carlos Prates, I wonder who's in his corner. I wonder, do they have like Kaio in his corner? Because do any of the fighting nerds actually hop in the corner for each other, or are they just all like in the same gym? I feel like I don't ever see like Kaio Bryo in Carlos Prates' corner, or Mauricio Rufy in Carlos Prates' corner. Like most of them show up for each other, but they're not actually in corner with each other, are they? He's not UFC good. No, he's really good. He's definitely a UFC level fighter. Fuck is this? Prates looks pissed hitting the pads. If I was him, I'd probably lean into being more calm than sitting there and actually being pissed while hitting the pads, being like, I can't fucking believe it. There's really nothing for him to be pissed about either. He's getting the best fight that he can on short notice. Like, in another situation, he's fucked because he get... Like, I seriously think if Ian Garry has more time, he smokes Carlos Prates. It's the only thing that makes this fight interesting is just that it's short notice. Like, Ian Garry's definitely a much better fighter than what Carlos Prates is. Who's a real and who ain't one? Obviously, Kaio and the crowd are fighting nerds fights, but not usually in the corner yet. What's good, Tony? I missed 90% of the car because I was at a race. What do you mean a race? Like people running or like cars or like bikes or something? There's a higher chance of the Jumbotron falling down and killing Jones than Smith being able to win a single round off him. Anthony Smith in his prime was good. He just wasn't John Jones good. Like, there's so many fighters you could say that for, though. Like, there's anybody outside the top 25 you could say that for. There's UFC champions you could say that for. Like, Dominic Cruz. I love Dominic Cruz. Do I think John Jones... Do I think he wins a round against John Jones? No. Even Anthony Cruz in his... Or even Dominic Cruz in his prime. I don't think he wins a round against John Jones. I just don't think he does. Bro, you know what kind of stinks about the NFL draft? Like, I like it, and it kind of stinks. I wish the NFL draft was, like, a little bit closer to when the season starts. Because, like, there's all these prospects that I'm seeing the 49ers take and all these different teams take. But it's like, I'm not going to know whether this guy's actually decent or not for 6 months. All right, what are submissions that is a must to tap early and fast before bad shit happens? Heel hooks are number one. I've learned that the hard way. Tap to heel hooks fast because they'll fuck up your legs, your knees. Like, my left foot is still fucked up because I didn't tap to a heel hook fast enough. It's still messed up. It's still, like, not right. And that's like 3-4 months later. What are other submissions that you should tap too fast? There's not that many. Like, it's only really leg stuff. It's only really leg stuff. Trying to think of other stuff. A lot of submissions you don't have to tap too fast. Like, even an armbar, you don't really have to tap to an armbar that fast. Just don't be stupid with it. It's really only heel hooks. Chokes, like, there's no choke that you have to tap too fast. If you really wanted to, you could just go out. I always think tap fast because, like, the chances of you injuring yourself are just not worth staying in your armbar for an extra 2 seconds. Didn't Smith actually win a round? Didn't Smith actually win a round against Smith? What do you mean? Kimuras? No, Kimuras aren't bad. Like, Kimuras, or at least for me, like, my shoulder can go pretty fucking far in a Kimura. Where, like, before I'm actually, like, tapping to it. I can't remember the last time I got hit with a Kimura, to be honest. Because a lot of the times with Kimuras, you'll just roll out of a Kimura. It was a drag strip. So much shit happened. There was a few fights in the middle. Nah, what the fuck? I've never been to a drag race. I'd actually like to go to one. It seems like some fucking dope ass shit to go to. Like some Fast and Furious shit. I just goon so I can watch this fight with no distractions. You're moving crazy. They got 5-0. Jones had 2 points taken away for that illegal knee. If Smith won a single round, the fight would be a draw, which is crazy. Yeah, imagine Anthony Smith gets a draw in that fight because of John Jones's illegal knees. And then they do a rematch after. That would be fucking insane. I gotta look through this shit because there's some value in here. I don't trust, bro. Is it just me, or ever since Hawaii got, like, ousted for being a Chinese spy malware company, I just can't buy anything that they make. Like, I just can't trust anything that they make at all. Isn't it a drag race where dudes dress up as chicks? No, that's a drag. I forget what that's called. That's a drag queen or something. That's a drag queen or some shit. I forget what that's called. But that's something different. Drag race is where, like, it's like illegal street racing. Which is dangerous, but it's kind of fucking cool too, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of icy. Like, there's some shit where it's, like, illegal and you're like, that's not cool at all. Like, I don't know. Let me think of a crime that's just kind of fucking, like, some pussy shit. What's a crime that gets, like, no respect? Where you're like, bro, that's a fucking pussy crime. I don't know, like, stealing from a grandmother or something, you know what I mean? Or just stealing in general is kind of like, bro, that's a bitch crime. You know what I mean? But drag racing is like, if you get arrested and put in prison for drag racing, it's like, it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool. Don't drag queens compete in a drag race? I don't think so. If Ian wins this on short notice, I don't know, bro. Boy, you think that, bro, I'm going to convert a lot of people to that Ian Garry train. I'm going to convert a lot of people to that Ian Garry train where a lot of people are going to want to, you know, a lot of people are going to fuck with Ian Garry by the time that this fight's over. What happened to Gustafsson in the rematch? Same what happened to Reyes, not to mention Jones didn't shoot a single takedown on Santos. Oh yeah, like in a rematch, if John Jones is a close fight, he's guaranteed to win the second fight. He's literally guaranteed to win the second fight. Saw a motherfucker whose brakes broke down and he slammed into the sidewall to slow down. Whose brakes broke? Bro, how unlucky do you have to be to have your brakes break in a drag race? That is true, no, that shit gets... See, I feel like that's almost below no respect. Like, you just gotta fucking stab those guys. We just gotta kill those guys. We gotta get rid of them. I want Ian to win, but on short notice, that proves he's dangerous, bro. Ian Garry, okay? It's fucking weird as shit because, like, he does all the stuff outside the case that people hate. But Ian Garry is probably, like, a top 5 BMF inside the UFC. When you just think of, like, the baddest motherfuckers inside the UFC, Ian Garry's one of the top guys there. Because he's got because you have him going short notice against Shavkat Rakhmonov, where he has one of the closest fights that you can have. Short notice against Shavkat. He goes short notice against Carlos Prates. He always has good fights, bro. Carlos Prates walking to the cage. He looks confident. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna try lie and say that he looks like a bitch, but he does look pretty confident. I come from a land down under. All this about is fucking going up to the camera talking. Do not say that shit, Lidy, brother. Do not say that. The fight to make after this, is, if Garry wins, will be Garry versus Buckley after he retires Usman. I think Ian Garry. I don't know, man. It's actually a good question of who does Ian Garry fight next. I don't know. Prates Singh is so goofy but good. Diego Lopes is obviously rooting from Diego Lopes in the crowd, clapping it up for him. Merab in the crowd, bro. Merab's got a nice little chain on him too. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. Prates by raw dogging. Prates by raw dogging Ian Garry's girl. Bro, I don't know what it is. To be fair, I need to get more hay fever pills because hay fever just hits me like fucking crack, bro. Like as soon as I open a window, my hay fever is just immediately gonna kill me. Merab would probably beat Prates, no lie. I think we're lying, brother. Carlos Prates knocks Merab out like immediately. Especially if Merab's at 135, like fuck no, he smokes him. Merab is low-key a top 10 UFC personality. No. We're tweaking. We're tweaking. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. I'm looking at the Michael Williams pick for the 49ers again. I'm not sure if I fucking love that pick, man. I'm not sure if I love the Michael Williams pick. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. When I originally saw the Michael Williams pick, I was like, fuck me, bro. This is a dog shit pick. It's grown on me a little bit since then. Still not a huge fan of it. I'm still not a huge fan of it. How is Lopez rooting for him? I thought Ian Garry said all of Brazil is behind him and he would never lie. He's not delusional at all. To be fair, I don't know if all of Brazil is behind him in this fight because Carlos Prates is actually Brazilian. Yeah, I think that Diego Lopez and Ian Garry are friends. Though. I'm pretty sure that they've talked. Like I know that they've had some conversations. Harry's still sticking with my prediction. After I finish the shower, I'm confident. Yeah, last minute predictions for this one, boys. Bro, when the fuck is Ian Garry walking out? I feel like I've seen Carlos Prates in there for like 10 minutes. By the way, can we talk about how spot on my timing is for the UFC? Like I just say all the time, they're going to show a promo. They're going to do all this bullshit. The fight's going to start by 5 a.m. Like this fight's definitely, we'll be lucky if this fight starts by 5 a.m. I'm in a strange. Prates round 2 murder, crazy seizure? No fucking way. If Ian Garry starts seizing up, I promise you I'll go naked. I'll run down my street naked if Ian Garry starts seizing up after getting KO'd. I come from a land down under. It's 11 p.m. almost midnight for you. Must be nice. It's 5 a.m. for me. Ian Garry walking out. Ian Garry looks ready to go, to be fair. Ian Garry, to be fair, all the things you can say about him, he's always super fucking confident. Like, Ian Garry's always super, super confident. I'm going Ian Garry round 3 KO. Harry, what's a person you should back off from fighting from facial expressions and physique? Anybody that doesn't want to fight you, you should back off fighting. I don't like Ian Garry bringing his kid. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Maybe it's extra motivation. Bro, it'd be so funny if you had Ian Garry's wife there, the kid, and then just the nutritionist sat to the right and he kisses all 3 as he goes along. It's almost 9 p.m. for me. Fuck me, bro. Like everybody else's time zone is just so much better than mine. I'm gonna move from Ireland. Probably this year, next year. I'm gonna move somewhere else. Somewhere in America, bro. If I could get a visa, I'd move to America tomorrow. If I could get a working visa, I swear to God, I'd move to America tomorrow, bro. But it's just fucking impossible, bro. It's literally impossible. Ian Garry's kid's probably better than him. Ian Garry's kid could be a dog. Like, he's going to get bullied a lot, so he's going to have to learn how to fight early. Almost 5 for me. UK sucks watching MMA, brothers. Trust me, we're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. Oh, got the coffee here. We're ready. And see, the problem is, bro, like the fight nights fucking stink, man. Like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 6 a.m. is tough. To be fair, I like the Harry go to Orlando, please, brother. I can't go to Orlando, bro. We've had this discussion before. I just drooled, bro. I just drooled thinking about Orlando. Biggest, like, bro, it's the same search every time. Biggest spiders in Orlando. Like, we're just not doing it. Like, look at the fucking guys in Orlando. They're monstrous. They're absolutely huge. Like, you've got black widows over there. I'm literally gonna die if I see a black widow. Anything that's got hair on it or fangs, I'm not like I don't think you understand. I'll just die. How you get naked if my prediction of Ian winning round 3 is correct? Fuck no. I ain't getting naked for that because that's my prediction. Did one of them miss weight? It just said it was a middleweight bout. Did it? No, they both made weight. Come to Colorado, go over there and see Shadur. No, yeah, okay. It's a welterweight fight. I did not realize that Carlos Prates had a 78-inch reach at welterweight. He's got a 3.5-inch reach advantage. Fuck me. That's a lot. That's a lot. Harry would dissolve in America like a medieval British kid. How the fuck would I dissolve in America? I'd thrive in America. I'd thrive in America. Or in Canada. Canada is probably a little bit easier to go to. Because America, to get over there and to get like a visa over there, I need to invest 50,000 euro in an American company. What do they think I have? Do they think that I have 50 fucking bands to invest over there? No. In Canada, it's a little 2.5. 2.5, we can do. I can do 2.5K. 50, we cannot do. I'll tell you right now. 50 bands, we're not even close. We're 100 times away from 50 bands. Montreal's goated. Yeah, I'm thinking about where to go. Montreal, the 6, Toronto. See, I feel like Toronto is a little bit weird though, because you're literally in somebody else's city. I was actually having this argument with my sister the other day. I don't think anybody owns a city as much as Drake owns Toronto. Like LA, there's a lot of famous people there for sure, but nobody owns LA. New York, there's a lot of famous people there. Nobody owns New York. Drake literally owns Toronto. You better twerk if Ian wins. I'm pretty sure that's his job, bro. He twerks. He twerks when they announce him anyway. Trust me, brother. Trust me. Because all of the things that I really love, like, it's just not ideal to live in Ireland. Like, I love the NFL. I'm going to start making videos on the NFL by the end of the year. I love the NFL, and the NFL's, it's not on at the worst time in Ireland. It's just not on at a great time. I love the UFC. Obviously, I love the fucking UFC. The UFC's on at literally the worst time ever. The NBA, I love. On at the worst time ever. The boys I love. Most of the boys in America. Bro, all the Brazilians in the crowd are rooting for Carlos Prates. I can't lie. Bro, who the fuck are those like auto-generated people in the crowd with the UFC Kansas City t-shirts on? Toronto and Vancouver, 2 worst cities I've been to. Don't move to Canada. Everybody that I talk to says that Toronto is fucking unbelievable. Harry, if you live in the city, you're fine. I've never seen a spider in Orlando unless I go to the Everglades. I thought the Everglades would be like safe from them. Like the Everglades have every predator ever. They have like spiders. They have fucking alligators. I've always been curious who's the first person you people who aren't from here think about when thinking about Spain. I'm not gonna lie, when you said it just there, it was Ilya Topuria. That's probably because I think a lot about the UFC. If you say it to me at another time, who's the number 1 person I think of from Spain? It's probably like Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos is... like, it's either football or Ilya Topuria. It's probably Ilya Topuria. That's just because like, the UFC is the forefront. The Everglades have huge spiders, do they? Damn. I don't realize that. Now I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up fast before this fight starts, because it's about to start. They look kind of small. Fight has begun, boys. We have begun. Ian Garry against Carlos Prates. I'm gonna get the timer going right now. Let me unhide this. And then we are at 446. Fine. Starting off, Ian Garry comes out in the orthodox stance. So does Carlos Prates. orthodox on orthodox. Now, actually, Carlos Prates comes down southpaw. Ian Garry just kind of feeling it out bit by bit, just kind of, you know, kind of trying to touch, kind of measure the distance a little bit. Nice calf kick by Carlos Prates, just lands early. 40 seconds in, Ian Garry kind of stalking, pushing the pace, pushing forward a little bit. Nice body kick by Ian Garry, just about misses. Usually with the first round of these like 5 rounders, it's usually just like a feeling out round. There's never really that much action in it. Nothing that crazy happens. Ian Garry does look a little bit more confident of the two, like 1 minute in, just looks kind of that bounce looks good. That kind of springiness looks good. The interesting things here, though, are Carlos Prates' power against Ian Garry's chin, because Ian Garry did get rocked before by someone that's got like 20% of the power that Carlos Prates has, and Ian Garry's cardio, because it's 5 rounds, and Carlos Prates' cardio, because Carlos Prates smokes cigarettes, Ian Garry's short notice. Prates same height as Garry, yeah, they're the same height. Prates just has a 3.5-inch reach advantage. One thing that I think will be that's the first time that Carlos Prates managed to get inside, doesn't land though. Ian Garry tries to throw a counter punch of his own, does not land. And does Ian Garry want to sit here and stand with Carlos Prates? Because we have seen him wrestle MVP. We've seen him even try to wrestle Shavkat. Also, the 5-round experience, Ian Garry's gone 5 rounds. That Shavkat fight was a 5-rounder. He's had I'm not sure if he's had fight night main events. I'm trying to think. Has he had a fight night main event? I don't think so. But he's had two 5-round fights. Ian Garry gets to the inside. Nice little 1-2 into a head kick. Nearly halfway through this first round, Ian Garry takes his first shot, single leg. Gets in pretty deep on it. Nice reversal by Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates manages to defend it. But it's interesting to know that that's in the game plan for Ian Garry to shoot. And he's pretty deep in on that single leg. It was good defense though. Ian Garry tries to go lead with that jab and then come up with his body kick. Nice little oblique kick from Ian Garry. Officially halfway through the first round, Ian Garry kind of controlling the tempo, bouncing back and forth. Carlos Prates has looked dangerous when he tries to get to the inside, but he just hasn't done it all that much. Ian Garry gets to the inside, unleashes a nice little right hand. Ian's starting to get Carlos Prates to bite on those body kicks and those head kicks. Now Carlos starting to push the pace a little bit. Starting to put Ian Garry on the back foot. 1-2, way off from Carlos Prates, way off. I fucking saw that shit coming from a mile away. One minute 45 left inside round 1. Ooh, Ian Garry, nice little jab into a head kick. He's doing a good job. Like, his kickboxing looks sharp, man. His kickboxing looks really sharp. Goes in on tries to dive for a single leg, bails late. Carlos Prates' takedown defense does look good. Carlos Prates now kind of stalking, walking him down. Both land counter left hands. Carlos Prates starting to take over the tempo of the fight a little bit. He's not really landing, but he is pushing Ian Garry onto his back foot, which is where you want to be. Because if you have Ian Garry just walking forward, teeing off on you, able to pick out every shot, you're going to be in trouble. Nice little left hand by Carlos Prates, sneaks over the top. Not a whole bunch of power on it, but just a good shot. Ian Garry tries to push him back, that isn't able to land. Ian manages to slip that nice knee up the middle after. Flips a left hook, nice knee up the middle. Nice head kick from Ian Garry. Ian Garry doing a really, really good job of just like leading with the kicks, you know what I mean? Of going to the head, going to the body, going calf kick, just making him think every time, where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? 30 seconds left in round 1. Pretty dominant round from Ian Garry so far. The only way that Carlos Prates can win this round for me is through if he rocks him at some point. And it just seems like Ian Garry's setting something up. Carlos Prates is kind of slow. Ian Garry seems to be like seeing a lot of shit happen. It's kind of like a fake knockdown where Carlos Prates he didn't really get knocked down. This ground and pound's legit though. That ground and pound bouncing his head back against the canvas is legit. Ian Garry tries to go for an axe kick. Lets him up after. Dominant round 1 from Ian Garry. Manages to cut Carlos Prates at the end of the round. Nice little cut on his cheek. Great first round if you're an Ian Garry fan, because he looked really, really good. Just looked pretty perfect on that round. Dominated the tempo in the first half of the round, didn't in the second half of the round, but landed the better punches, counter punch, got a kind of fake knockdown towards the end. But definitely a round one for Ian Garry. 10-9 Garry, very close round, not dominant at all. Well, do you think that was a close round? Well, maybe I'm fucking tweaking. I did not think that round was close at all. Did Garry drop him with the hook or the collar slip? I think it was kind of like a half hook, half slip. Those things, what I don't like what Carlos Prates did there is that the judges might see that as a knockdown just purely because you didn't get back up. Because he didn't get back up. And then he took some like nasty ground. Fucking hell. Hiccups hit me now, bro. It was close, bro. You're tweaking. That was not close. Bro, that was a dominant round. Like, that was about as dominant as round gets. Like without a knockdown or without a big shot, like, he just controlled the entire first round. He's using that body kick really, really well. You can only think that he's setting that up. That he's going body kick, body kick, body kick, then coming high. Nice little 1-2 for me and Garry. His timing just looks a little bit better than Carlos Prates. Just looks a little bit better. Looks to kind of just be beating him to the punch. Everybody kind of agrees with me on the 10-9 Ian Garry. Nice takedown by Ian Garry on a single leg, not able to finish it. The one thing we have learned here is that Carlos Prates does have good, he does have good takedown defense. Like, his takedown defense looks legit. It was a for sure Garry round, but dominant is crazy. I thought it was pretty dominant. One minute into round two. Once again, like, Carlos Prates is pushing the pace here. Carlos Prates is on the front foot, but Ian Garry's just landing the cleaner shots, landing the better shots, beating him to the punch. Nice head kick by Ian Garry lands. I'd like to see Carlos throw a jab a little bit more. Like, use that 3.5-inch reach advantage. Don't just let Ian Garry beat you to the punch constantly. Nice 1-2 by Ian Garry once he gets to the inside. Ian tries to land a teep, doesn't land. That one looked kind of low. Ian tries to go up the middle, doesn't land. Nice right hand to the body by Ian Garry. Like, Ian Garry's just doing the better work once he gets to the inside. Once they actually start to engage, because they're not actually engaging a whole bunch, but once they do start to engage, Ian Garry's just doing the better work. And the problem for Carlos Prates now is that once Ian Garry takes that step inside, he's kind of shelling up. And Ian Garry's going to be able to adapt to that. He's going to be able to throw uppercuts. He's going to be able to go to the body, break you down from there. Carlos Prates is starting to look a little bit looser, though, when he gets to the inside. Ian has landed some nice head kicks. He hasn't rocked them yet, though, for the type of shit that he's landing. He's not exactly, like, hurting Carlos Prates a ton. Carlos gets a jab in there, nice, but Ian Garry has a really, really nice counter right hand. Manages to just slip Carlos Prates' right and throw his own. Halfway through the second round, finally we see a bit of clinch work from Carlos Prates. I thought we were going to see this a little bit more often, because Carlos Prates is really good in the clinch. Really good in the clinch. Ian tries to throw a 1-2 into a head kick. Kind of all three kind of get blocked. Maybe one of them gets through. Carlos is not really using his length very well. Like, significant strikes, Ian Garry 28 of 76. Carlos Prates 11 of 29. So he's just not throwing enough. I'm not sure is that because he doesn't trust his cardio. I'm not sure is that because he's trying to win the later rounds. I don't really know what the game plan is. I hate winning later rounds as a game plan because there's like one person in the UFC that can do it well, and that's Merab. Oh, Ian Garry landed a nice 1-2 in the middle there. That kind of rocked Carlos Prates a little bit. And Carlos Prates, he's just biting. He's just biting at the feint. And that's not a good sign. 1 minute 25 left in the second. Nice. Ian Garry jumps on a single leg, tries to finish that one. Carlos Prates' takedown defense has really impressed me here. His takedown defense has really, really impressed me here. It's been very good. Nice jab by Ian Garry. 1 minute left in the second round. Pretty much all Ian Garry in the second, too. I think that, like, Carlos Prates, it's not like he's getting stomped in these rounds. It's not like he's getting, like, completely smoked 10-8 in these rounds. But Ian Garry's just, like, he's just a better fighter. Just a better fighter in both of these rounds so far. And he's just more active. Like, he's just throwing more. Like, Carlos Prates has these moments where he's up against the cage and he's in the clinch. And yes, this is control time technically, but it's not doing anything for you. Like, unless you're landing from it, it's not doing anything. If I'm Ian Garry, I'm trying. Oh, that was a super nice head kick by Ian Garry. Carlos Prates might be hurt off that. I'm surprised he's not fucking hurt off that, bro. Carlos Prates got a hell of a chin. That was a 1-2 head kick clean to the chin, bro. That's what I mean with the setups, man. 20 seconds left in round 2. I don't know how Carlos Prates isn't more fucking hurt. Like, he just got hit clean in the chin with a head kick. And now he's coming. 5 seconds left in round 2. Spinning back kick by Ian Garry goes a miss. Round 2 finishes. Ian Garry once again, 2018. When do I get moved from the waiting room? I'm moving from the waiting room. I don't know. I don't know where you want to be moved to. Why is my goat not doing anything? I'm telling you, bro, Ian Garry's a different breed. There's levels to this striking game. Carlos might try to open Ian's cut in the clinch with an elbow. Prates has a good chin. He does have a really, like, he does have a good chin. Bro, he got hit clean with a head kick there. Like, that head kick was fucking shin to chin, and he just fucking ate it. That Ian Garry cut also seems to have pretty much healed over now. Yeah, everybody has it as 2-0 Ian Garry. Ian Garry's looked dominant in these first 2 rounds, bro. He's looked dominant in these first 2 rounds. Harry, my opinion, Garry round 1 and round 2, 10-9. Now I'm waiting for my prediction of Ian Garry wins by TKO KO round 3. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I was talking about Ian Garry round 3 KO. And it could be here, although I don't know, because the shot that he hit him with in round 2 is as clean as, like, that's as clean of a shot as you're going to hit anybody with. And Carlos Prates just kind of fucking ate it. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to KO him now. Also, from someone who lives in Florida, the spiders are only in the Everglades. Like, Florida is so easy to live in. Brother, I don't trust it. Like normal people might be able to avoid the spiders, bro. I promise you, the spiders going to come hunt me. I've got full-on beef with spiders, bro. I've got stories about spiders legit coming to hunt me down. Round 3's begun. Carlos Prates needs to change something. He needs to change up something in the game plan if he wants to win this fight, because he's 2-0 down. Like, going into round 3, he needs to do something. He needs to up the activity more than anything. Like, it's not even like Ian Garry's completely outstriking him and it's a masterclass and all this shit. Like, Carlos Prates just isn't throwing enough. Like, he's just not active enough. And maybe he's trying to not burn himself out in a 5-round fight, but it kind of reminds me of Sean O'Malley against Merab, where it's like, I'm worried about burning out more than winning rounds, more than winning the fight. Because Ian Garry does have some questions. Like, his chin is questionable. Nice head kick, once again, from Ian Garry. That 1-2 into a head kick. Nice jab by Carlos Prates. But it's like, he's just not building on shit. Like, he lands a nice jab, doesn't move. Nice calf kick by Ian Garry. Like, throw a spinning back kick. Throw something that's going to make him go like, oh, shit. Ian Garry jumps on a single leg once again. The one big thing that I'm taking away from this shit, bro, Carlos Prates' wrestling defense is legit. Carlos Prates' wrestling defense is really, really, really legit. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left inside round 3. Nice body kick by Ian Garry. Ian Garry's doing such a good job, man. Like, he's just doing such a good job of just staying active, man. Like, when you see those significant strikes numbers, it just doesn't surprise me. He's just outworking them right now. And he's landing the bigger shots too. Carlos Prates goes for a head kick. Ian Garry's just seeing it. Like, he's seeing it all right now. He's seeing everything like Carlos Prates. This is where Carlos Prates could work, maybe. No. Oh my God, nice uppercut by Ian Garry. Oh, that hurt Carlos Prates bad. Carlos Prates is hurt off that one. Got rocked. Nice, coming back. Carlos Prates is taking what Ian Garry's been able to throw at him. That's what the setup is, though. You see all the time that Carlos Prates, when he goes... Ian Garry, once again, lands a nice fucking head kick. That's what Ian Garry's been reading the entire time, is that when Carlos Prates, when Ian Garry starts to step forward, Ian Garry gets finally manages to finish a double leg. Let's see what he can do with the wrestling now. But what I was trying to say fucking 4 times there, what Ian Garry's been reading the entire fight is that when Carlos Prates starts to kind of like go into defensive mode, when Ian Garry takes that initial first step forward to attack, Carlos Prates kind of goes into this like shell. But he's very open to uppercuts. So then Ian Garry adjusts, he throws the uppercut and it goes right through his guard, lands clean. And that's just the little adjustment that Ian Garry makes. Ian Garry's some guard passing here, trying to stack pass him. I think stack passing is low-key the meta. One minute 30 left inside round 3. Ian Garry trying to bring him down to a knee, trying to sit him down. See, Carlos Prates has done like an okay job, like getting him up against the fence, getting him in these clinches, but like these clinch scenarios are where he should be dominating and he's just not. Like he is holding him here, but he's not. Like he's not throwing elbow, he's not throwing knees. Like this is not something that will win you around. When Ian Garry's just landing the bigger punches over and over and over again. Fighting nerds are frauds. How quick the tables change, man. I forgot the video that I put out yesterday has me talking about Carlos Prates not becoming a UFC champion. It's just not going to make sense after Ian Garry beat him today. Well, fuck, it's whatever. I can cut it out. Have those kicks taken away from Carlos Prates' left hand? Not really, no. Like, Carlos Prates is a good fighter. He's just not an elite 170-pounder. Like, I think, like, people are just forgetting. Ian Garry's an elite 170-pounder. Like, someone that I think will win a title, definitely. Carlos Prates is someone I can't see winning a title inside the UFC, which I said in my video, which is done, but comes out tomorrow. Like, Carlos Prates is unlucky with the division that he's at, because if he's at 85, or not 85, if he's at 205, he's a UFC champion. The division's just too stacked. Ian 30-27. And bro, Ian short notice just dominating Carlos Prates. Like, just dominating Carlos Prates short notice. No finish, but like, bro, like this fight's not close, bro. This fight's not close at all. If Prates loses to Silva, take him out back and shoot him. What the fuck? See, the thing is, bro, like, this is going to sound, because people are super high on Jean Silva. I think, like, if in some weird world, Ian Garry and Jean Silva fight each other, Ian Garry beats Jean Silva, too. Like, the only guy where I'd be 50-50 on skill for skill Ian Garry going up against is Kaya Brya. I think Kaya Brya is the only fighting nerds guy that can actually become a UFC champion. Yeah, actually, Jean Silva can, but I think that it's because 145 is kind of weak. Like, Ian Garry's just a better fighter than most of the fighting nerds. And he's just, like, a better striker than... Like, he just does what they do, but better. Booker. Sharper boxing, he isn't scared at all. He's just faster. Like, he's just faster. He's just quicker. I wonder if, like, this could be the best thing for Carlos Prates, too, because, like, you got to think... Like, Carlos Prates smoking cigarettes and going out partying and drinking is cool for the personality, but it's also not great if you're a professional athlete, if you're an actual UFC fighter. Maybe he comes back and maybe he's better, maybe he's quicker, maybe he's faster, maybe his cardio is better. Because that's like, that's one thing that I do see. I don't think he's hurt. I don't think any of that other shit. But I do think, bro, like, smoking and drinking and all that shit takes away from the shit that you do. Bryce does not beat Prates. You're doing too much now. I didn't say Bryce beats Prates. I said Ian Garry beats Jean Silva, which I do think he does, skill for skill. I don't think that Bryce Prates, no, I don't think so. I think with the takedown defense that Prates has showed here, I think that Bryce would struggle against him. But like, this was a pick 'em fight going into it. Like, this was the odds said that this was a very, very close fight. I just never saw it. I never saw this being a close fight. And I've been high on Prates. I liked him a lot. Like, I talked about him as a prospect when he was 0-0 inside the UFC. I loved Carlos Prates as a prospect, but I loved him as a top 10 guy. I never loved him as a UFC champion. Ian Garry, I thought, could be a UFC champion. The one thing that has, like, kind of surprised me here, though, is that, like, if Carlos Prates can get his striking better, if he can become a better striker, he has the power, but his wrestling defense looks elite. His wrestling defense does look really, really good. And Ian Garry just having the confidence to shoot this much, just having the confidence to try take down someone over and over again. Ian Garry's going to be a UFC champion. He's going to be a UFC champion at some point. Ian Garry with another takedown, tries to land up in mount, isn't able to. Carlos Prates manages to get back up to 1 foot. Should be able to stand up from here. If I'm Ian Garry, I'm trying to throw hooks in. I'm just trying to throw a hook in here. Ian has learned a lot from shooter box. Beautiful trips. Yeah, it seems like he's got a home at shooter box now. It seems like he's actually like looks good at shooter box. I forgot to put the timer on. I'll put the timer back on. 2, 5, 1, go. Oh fuck, that's 42. Ian Garry takes down Carlos Prates once again, manages to pick him up, mat return him. Carlos Prates trying to get over to the fence to try stand back up, but like Carlos Prates needs a KO at this point. He's down 3-0 on my scorecards. He's losing this round 4 as well. He needs a KO. Would Carlos Leal have beaten Jeff Neal? Or, oh no, Carlos Prates. I don't know why my mind immediately went to Carlos Leal. I think Carlos Prates does meet Jeff Neal. Does beat Jeff Neal, but that's a close fight. Like people thought I was tripping when I was talking about like that's not an easy fight for Carlos Prates to win. Because Jeff Neal's like a legit good boxer with legit good takedown defense who's going to test you. He's almost just like a worse version of Ian Garry. Like Ian Garry's the step up. He's the step above Jeff Neal. Gary's dog walking Prates. Yeah, he's kind of smoking him. But okay. 1:45. Carlos Prates, you can kind of see he's starting to get a little bit tired now. Like Ian Garry still looks fresh. And Ian Garry short notice still looks this fresh. 1-2. I could see Ian Garry finishing him round 5 just via pure exhaustion. Nice job by Ian Garry. He's starting to land that a little bit cleaner now. Gary's killing Carlos right now. He's got better cardio. He's faster. Oh, nice 1-2, man. A super nice 1-2 by Ian Garry. Carlos Prates is almost just willing it out now. And he's got another round to go. I see late round 5 finish coming here. Carlos is still walking forward. He's still throwing that 1-2 to the body. He's still like, he's not quitting. You know what I mean? Which is good. Because like the last thing you want to see out of a guy that you think could be a top 10 guy or a top 5 guy at best is for him to quit as soon as shit gets tough. He's not quitting here. And he's still walking forward. Ian Garry's nose is bleeding now. Like, he just throws shit a little bit sloppy, though. He just throws shit a little bit sloppy. Which is not what you want to see. You know what I mean? That cut that Ian Garry had's actually reopened. Oh, nice 1-2 by Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates starting to come into this round 4 a little bit. Damn, if that head kick hit. Walking Ian Garry down. Ian Garry up against the fence. Shoots for a double leg. Manages to land it. Carlos Prates trying to get back up. Yeah, gets back up. But Carlos Prates' takedown defense is good, man. He's just the cardio. Like, there's problems with the cardio. You can see he's tired here. And with, like, his striking, he just doesn't look as fast as Ian Garry. Like, if you're Carlos Prates, if that cut was open that easily, that cut should have been reopened in round 1. That cut really should have been reopened in round 1. What is that horn? I didn't even hear it. Is it different than the normal one? I just presumed it was going to be like that blaring normal one. Deep down, I've always known Garry would end the hype. I've been gaslighting myself into believing he can get the KO. Like, there's a chance Carlos Prates, like, there's a chance he fucking KOs him in the 5th. But it's just not that likely. And Ian Garry's now in a division where he's actually in a great spot. Because he's fought the best guy in the division short notice. He's only getting fans by beating up Carlos Prates short notice, by going like into a war with Shavkat short notice. That round was 4:55, was it? It was 5 seconds early? Was it actually? What the fuck? They saw that Ian Garry was getting pushed back. They were like, fuck it, we gotta end it now. This isn't what the script writers talked about. They hug it out to start the 5th round. It's not going to be a fight of the night, this, but it has been a good fight. Like, this has been one of the better fight night main events we've had in a while. I think we see a finish here. Prates is going to go balls to the wall. Ian Garry kind of just, Like, I could see an Ian Garry counter punch and then Carlos Prates getting hurt and then just being finished via, like, exhaustion. Ian Garry just needs to be careful to just, like, don't stay on your back foot this entire round. As long as he doesn't stay on his back foot this entire round and just kind of works through, he'll be fine and he'll win this round. 3-1 Garry, but I could see a 4-0, yeah. I could see it either way, 3-1, 4-0. Hold on, big knee up the middle by Carlos Prates. That knee definitely connected. Carlos Prates still has a bit of juice in this fifth round. Nice right hand by Ian Garry. Ian Garry's going to need to show something in this fifth round. He needs to get a bit of Carlos Prates' respect back. Like, when he hit him with that uppercut, when he hit him with that nice head kick, he's getting Carlos Prates' respect, so he doesn't just think he can walk for it and walk into him. He needs to get some of that respect back, because right now, Carlos Prates, the last, like, maybe 3 minutes of this fight, Carlos Prates has literally just, like, walked him down. Ian Garry deep in on a single leg, needs to try to finish that, can't finish it. Carlos Prates can get the weight back into his leg and break that grip. But now, Ian Garry up against the fence. Let's see what he can do in terms of knees and elbows. Carlos Prates manages to spin away. I wonder if Carlos Prates' corner is giving him that urgency of we need to go. We need a KO here. He looks like it. He's finally thrown that 1-2 and it's finally landing. And here's where we see the deficiencies in Ian Garry's game. Ian Garry can be hunted. And he's kind of like, he's resorting to shitty wrestling shots in this fifth round. So it's definitely not a perfect performance from Ian Garry. But the thing is, it's too little too late from Carlos Prates. Nice 1-2 by Ian Garry. And you can't get sloppy. You can't just go in there and throw nothing. Or throw something stupid. But Ian Garry, you can see that there's like, he's not perfect here. There's still definitely ways to get at him. Why don't fighters kick the other leg when they have a single? Brother, Polarman, you're spitting absolute facts. That's a ball number thing. That's like literally the only single leg finish that I get consistently is to swipe out the other leg. But in the UFC, they never fucking do it. I don't know why. There must be a technical reason why. Oh, nice right hand by Ian Garry as Carlos Prates walks in. He acknowledges that he got hit by that one. Ian, once again, really trying to, like, Ian's really coming in with the game plan to wrestle here. Gets to the clinch on the inside, throws an uppercut, just misses. 120 seconds left for Carlos Prates to win this fight. Doesn't look like he's going to do it. Garry running like Chandler. Carlos Prates trying to sneak in like guillotines and shit when Ian Garry picks up that single leg. It's just not going to work though. Gary's like Ankalaev. He's a better striker than Ankalaev. Probably a little bit of a worse wrestler, but he's a much better striker than Ankalaev is. Thing is, Ian Garry doesn't actually have that much power. Like, we've seen him hit, unless Carlos Prates just has this like unbelievable fucking ciggy smoke enhanced chin. Then like Ian Garry's hit him with fucking clean shit. In terms of significant strikes, Ian Garry's dominated in terms of significant strikes every round. Nice, super nice reversal out of Carlos Prates there. Ian Garry manages to get the half guard. He's got to try pop his head out the other side and try dig for an underhook here. Or he can just re-guard. He can literally get his foot back here and re-guard. Needs to watch out for ground and pound a little bit here. Whoa, Ian, that was a fucking terrible decision. We might need a VAR review that jiu-jitsu from Ian Garry. That was, I don't know what the fuck he was doing there, to be honest with you. I really have got no idea what he was doing there. Now he's jumping in on another shitty double leg. Manages to get his foot. He's not going to finish this, most likely, though. Like, Ian Garry just rolling onto his back there. I'm not sure, did he hurt him with the ground and pound? I'm not sure what the fuck happened there. But that was like day one jiu-jitsu. Don't just roll over onto your back. Now he rolls to turtle. At least rolling to turtle is something different than just rolling belly down. I don't know what the fuck that was. 20 seconds left in round 5. This is probably the first Carlos Prates round. And that's probably even a little bit nice giving him this round, considering that he hasn't landed a whole bunch. But you can see that Ian Garry's looked tired in this 5th round, man. Ian Garry's looked tired in this 5th. He still definitely wins the fight, though. He still definitely wins the fight, probably 4-1. I could see maybe somebody say 3-2, but for me, it's 4-1. Ian Garry's coach immediately runs into the cage to talk to him. 3-2 or 4-1, yeah. Like, it's kind of annoying that Carlos Prates didn't fight like that earlier, man. Like, Carlos Prates, well, I suppose it's just kind of the later that you get in the fight, the more likely that you're, like, gonna be able to do that. You know what I mean? The more likely that you're gonna be able to go out there and push the pace that little bit more. Possible draw, Brazilian judges? No way. There's not a chance. Harry wins the decision, but holy fuck, confusing but epic ending. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened in that ending. Like, did he get hurt? Yeah. I've got no idea. I've really got no idea why that happened at the end. Because it seemed like Ian Garry just like one of the easiest fights you're ever going to see. Like one of the freest fights you're ever going to see. Bob Marley in my last life. Amir hates to see Ian Garry win. He hates to see a real Irishman win. Brother, let me just tell you, this is the first of many, G. This is the first of many. Ian Garry's one of the best. Gonna be one of the best. Gonna continue to be one of the best for a long, long time. Bob Marley in my last life. Unless we can save $10 in UFC 315, we do not care. What was Garry doing in that last minute? I'm not exactly sure. I'd actually really, really like if they showed a replay of that last minute. I know that they're not going to, but I'd love if they did. Because it looked fucking super strange. Ian Garry, like, kind of ended up on bottom off a reversal, then got hit by like one or two ground and pound punches, and then just decided to like roll onto his back like it's day one of his jiu-jitsu. I don't know. That was weird as fuck. That was really, really weird, bro. Carlos Prates knows that Ian Garry won as well. I'd be interested to hear the scorecards, just if it's 48, 47, or 49, 46. I presume it's 49, 46, that Ian Garry got it done. Takes out, that was actually kind of fucking cold. That was actually kind of cold. He took the cigarette out of his mouth like a fake cigarette and stomped it out on the ground. That was kind of fucking cold, I can't lie. I actually kind of fuck with that. I wonder who's going to call out, like, bro, Ian Garry's next fight's difficult. Sean Brady would be a fun fight. Joaquin Buckley would be a really, really fun fight if they redo that one. But, like, bro, Ian Garry's a top-tier guy. Like, that Shavkat fight was close. That Shavkat fight was really, really close. I know he's just went out there and dominated Carlos Prates short notice. And the Shavkat fight was short notice. So, yeah, bro, that was an interesting fight. That was a very, very interesting fight. I think that Ian Garry's stock goes up a ton. I think Carlos Prates' stock goes up. Maybe goes down. Like, I don't think he looked terrible. I think that Carlos Prates just looked as we thought he was going to look. Is that the scorecards? 48, 47, 48, 47, 49, 46. Not dominated. It was 3-2. I feel like that fourth round Ian Garry won. Ian Garry won. The fifth round, I don't think so. The fourth round, I do think Ian Garry won. Do a post fight? Nah. Well, I probably won't do a post fight. I might do a video really quick. I'm starting to do. Let me tell you if you boys would like this idea. I'd like to put up videos like after events like this, but I don't really want to like I don't want to do like fully edited videos. You know what I mean? Just kind of things where it might be like 10, 12 minutes where just like after the events, I just talk about like the biggest talking points after. Where it's like, it's not like a fully edited video with videos in it. Like, we'll definitely have photos in it and stuff. But just kind of like, just to talk through the fights a little bit after they're done. Expected a worse beating, to be honest. Glad Prates didn't lose much stock. He definitely gained a bunch of stock in that fourth and fifth round. Because before that, it was trouble. Before that, it was trouble. People say not dominated, but the 3 rounds Ian won was a domination. It was not close. Jansov was the only fighting nerd with real champion potential. No. Kaya Bryan can definitely win a championship. I think if you're to ask me who's like more likely to win a championship, I'm probably going Caio, Jean Silva, Carlos, Rufi. That's probably it. And then obviously Bruno Brazil's just fucking like in another stratosphere. The rounds Carlos won were semi-close. Yeah, like I think that round 4 was close. Round 5, Ian Garry just ran away. Like I'm interested because Ian Garry probably knew he was going to win that round 5. Like, would he have fought differently? Is that fucking Jalen Turner in Ian Garry's corner? That's the most random corner appearance I've ever seen. Bro, how fucking tall is Jalen Turner too? Bro, Jalen Turner must be every bit of fucking 6'5". How the fuck did that guy make 155? Prove me as Ian Garry #1 Glazer shit. We're all in this together, brother. Well, anyway, boys, I appreciate everybody tuning into the watch party. We will be live next week for Sandhagen against Figueiredo, and then obviously after that, UFC 315. For all the fight nights, we're live for the main cards. For all the pay-per-views, we're live for the entire time. I appreciate all the boys coming through, showing love. Have a good night. Have a good day.